Yep.
Let's see if it works.
Let's see if it works, motherfucker.
Where is my messages?
That's Roxy.
She's like, someone's peeing.
Did
I
you
gotta
hear,
go pee on top of it.
Did you hear Jill Sobule died on Friday?
Who?
She was the one-hit wonder from the 90s that sung
Oh,
the
yeah,
song
yeah.
I Kissed a Girl. Yeah.
I kissed a girl.
She died of fucking house fire, dude. She was...
Yeah.
It wasn't even her own home. It was someplace she was staying. She was supposed to be on a podcast like the next day.
You know what's weird is someone else, another celebrity, died in a house fire like the night before.
Oh. I didn't know.
Oh my God. India shot down a Pakistani JF-17 fighter over Kashmir. Then India lost a Rafale fighter, which is the French jet. Locals in Akaline village, Punjabi, filmed parts of a French Mika missile still attached to its launcher just 20 kilometers from Barenthal Air Force, home to number 17 Rafale, number 380
Hello,
Nerd
ladies and gentlemen.
Squadrons.
Check 1 2 1 2. I'm ready to go.
Sound like somebody needed to be punished.
The Rafale jet's not that great though.
Huh?
It's a freaking French
The jet?
fighter. Yeah, it's a French jet. No one likes the French jets.
I'm betting they got it for
Hey,
real cheap.
Kragord.
Usain Bobs. No, Usain Vagines. That
That's
is
probably
breaking news right now.
That's probably what started the whole thing. Was that right there? What you just said? You show me Bob's. You show me Virginia.
Okay. Now there's poo fighting. We got too much AI. Poo missiles.
I know. That's the thing is that everybody's talking about these dirty bombs made of shit and post them in
Good.
memes and stuff.
Yeah.
God.
What?
These missiles hitting, like, people are just, like, standing in the street and all of a sudden, boom!
Is
Like,
it real?
yeah. It's these strikes
Where
and
are
all
you
these
seeing
guys on
this?
scooter stuff. On X. Go to X.com.
Oh.
Raw alerts.
Raw alerts. That's where I was reading when
Yeah,
all the
this is
updates
it.
started coming out.
Yeah.
That raw alerts is legit.
What I like is now someone's showing when they open the gates between India and Pakistan and the
They do their
Mohawk
thing,
guys
yeah.
walk and do crazy stuff. Oh my God.
Well, they
Where-
kind of Indians will lose their shit sometimes. They kind of have, and so Pakistanis too. And so this could really
Hello, Doug.
escalate. We could be looking at our first nuclear conflict by tomorrow morning.
You sure as hell good.
And if
This
it
century.
happens during our show, we're the greatest podcast ever, no matter what.
Say something, Thomas.
No, I said... Shit, I can't even remember what I said.
I just wanted to see your level.
Your T levels.
I didn't really care about the content. I just
T
wanted to
levels.
see where your levels were.
Yeah, well, fuck you too.
I think that's why most people are just listening to our show. They want to hear. They don't care about the content.
They just wanna
the
hear our
the
audio
levels. Audio levels. Guys, I feel like I'm about to die.
Hey, Doug, is your boss Pakistani or Indian?
I have a coworker who's
Is this
Pakistani.
thing- I went to school with a Pakistani girl.
And the dude that I brought my Highlander from 2 weeks ago is Pakistani also.
She was cool as hell and taught us all sorts of cool things.
Oh yeah, Indians and Pakistani people are fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're fun. They like
yeah.
to party.
Yeah, they're cool as shit too.
Yeah.
I had a Pakistani friend in when I was working at
I just have no desire to go to either one of those
Chrysler
countries.
Yeah, I don't either.
There's some places in Pakistan and Afghanistan that are really beautiful. It's just
Oh, yeah,
you got to
yeah.
fight through the shit, I think, to get to.
Are you going to take the standby screen down, or are you just going to leave it up?
I think you stayed up.
text messages from people saying, why are we just looking
Leave it up the whole show, man.
It's because the
Don't
show
let
actually
them-
hadn't started yet.
Thomas, don't let our listeners bully you.
Let them bully you.
It's not the listeners that are. It's him.
No, I got text messages right here. Watching a lovely standby screen. Is that what I should be seeing?
Well, shit. I'll take it off.
Is
then.
any major source like on this at all? Like Fox
Whoa,
News
hold
stories
on.
ain't even. They're not even acknowledging it yet.
Doug, you have two bosses. One's Pakistani and one's Indian.
Oh, that should. Be
How do
fun.
they run a business together?
That's a lot of hairy nipples too, man.
Hey, Susie. God damn it.
So this is... Well, we'll start the show here.
Eastern European women have that problem too.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that Italian chick that was absolutely gorgeous until she held the cab and this giant bush fell out from under her arm.
Yep.
I couldn't even see skin through it. It was
I
so
remember
thick.
that story.
Yeah. She was in the top, I don't know, 5 of the hottest chicks I've ever seen in my life. Total Italian model material, and then this giant bush comes out.
Did you look for insects or?
They
So
work together
CNN's
carefully.
on it. CNN's on it. They acknowledge that we're about to have our first
The
nuclear
Clinton
war.
News Network.
Yeah. Well, I saw
But
the Bezos News Network reported
Fox-
on it.
Fox
Washington
News
Post.
stories, they're like, whatever, they're mud people. We don't care.
I don't watch any of those. Just go to X.
I'm kidding.
Let's
if you're
go
a
to
Fox
Reddit.
listener, I'm not calling you a racist.
Top 10 things. Oh, I want to go.
Don't want to piss off the Foxers. Don't
No,
need
I
them
don't
on
want
my
to hear it.
ass.
I
What
don't wanna
do
hear
the
it.
Foxers
I
say?
don't want to hear it.
Man, ga.
What?
Maga.
Whoa.
See, Stubbs got it.
I think I get it.
Okay.
Let's see.
Fox News.
Trying to find one more
Let's
thing.
look at.
I saw this.
Yeah, they're all worried about manhunt launched for violent migrant teens who assaulted police officers in major U.S. city, a targeted attack. It's not even on their front page. Come on, Fox News stories, get your
What?
shit together.
Junior was on the 10 today with Steve Noviella and Hannah Bada. I tried to get Hannah to
She
come.
Pakistani?
I was thinking about driving my work truck into a high water hazard and see
just
if
to see her.
put a sign up that said,
Hannah, save me.
Hannah, come save me.
Yeah.
Paige, come save me. And then get on the news.
Just be.
It'd be Chip. Chip would show up.
And Chick Wagner. Good at traffic.
He just wrote a book, too. All right, let's
Oh,
start
did he?
this
Chip
thing.
Wagner did?
Yeah, he wrote a book about his son.
Oh.
What's
That-
wrong with his son?
He's deep on the spectrum, I think.
Oh,
He
is he?
did a book about raising him and how to do it and everything.
Well, now I feel like an asshole because I said what's
Yeah.
wrong with his son. I don't think autistic people, like, I know it's difficult for families, but I think they're gifted. Don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The shit they make. I mean, we wouldn't have F1 if there wasn't autistic people.
We would have half the drivers on the grid right now.
Yeah.
My mom thought I was on the
It'd be a bunch of
spectrum
NASCAR.
when I was a kid.
Dude, you're beyond the spectrum.
You're on the spectrum.
Yeah,
I'm on
it's-
the spectrum.
I think all of us are on the
I
spectrum.
don't know.
Hey, seriously. I was way
Dude, when we
hyperactive,
go
ADD, and
to-
out of control.
Well, I was too.
Hey,
Yeah.
when
We
we
were
went
both
to
on Ritalin.
Newport
That's
last time,
spectrumist.
when we went to Newport last time, weren't you just looking around going, every one of us motherfuckers are on the spectrum? We're all
I
walking
say
around
that
going,
every time we go camping and stuff. Yeah.
And then what'd you say? What'd you say?
And then we all decide to.
All of us are listening to different songs, but talking about the same topic. But
And then we decide to drink or do mushrooms, and that makes it even worse.
yeah,
All right, here we go.
Oh
I
shit!
think it makes it better.
Here we go again.
Which podcast are you listening to?
Yes.
Oh my
great
God.
Jerry
Jonestown Massacre.
Which
Oh,
accounts are
man.
you subscribing
I feel
to?
like
You guys went to the
poo-poo.
fucking computer radio show? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Nobody fucking listens to the computer radio.
I'm interested. Like
Is there a bong in
genuinely.
the background there?
Fuck Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
Fuck this podcast.
This episode of the J. Jones Last Kicker is brought to you by
Geist Note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
The Jerry Jonestown Massacre contains graphic material, including offensive language, partial nudity, and completely ridiculous thoughts and opinions that shouldn't be expressed or shared by anyone. Listener discretion is advised.
And now coming at you from the Temple of I, just on the outskirts of where the West begins.
It's the Jerry Jonestown Massacre!
My mouth waters when I see that thing, almost too big for my tight brown ring. You whispered soft, don't be afraid. I clenched with love, then I obeyed. Deep inside my asshole, where the sun don't shine, you found a part of me. You made it feel divine. Ain't no pleasure and pain, we crossed that line. Love's deepest truth is in my behind.
Show number 626. It is Tuesday, May 6th.
That's the wildest intro we've ever played.
And is that legit or is it AI?
Yet so sweet.
You want to hear the end of it?
Know you've left your mark deep in my heart and further down deep inside my hands.
Yes,
that's great, man.
That's a fun opening from Obscure Vinyl, Banned and Obscure Vinyl on Facebook. I think is what they're on Instagram.
Is it AI though, or is it actual women came into and men came into the studio and put that debauchery down to church music almost?
I thought it was AI.
Sounds like a church
I don't know.
program.
You know, some of those old reel-to-reel tapes that we were going through when we had that thing up and running, we found some weird stuff to there.
Yeah, and we never really fully got to inject it.
No, I need to go get that thing fixed. I meant to go with Marlon a few times to go get it fixed. There's a guy over here in Hearst that'll do it. I just need to take it over there, drop it off, and go like, can you make this thing work again so we can use it on the podcast? And
Please.
We can have the All for Jesus mix one more time? Because that's where it's at.
On the tape?
The All for Jesus was on the tape.
But there was more. We never got
there was
to.
a whole bunch more.
We could have made so much cool shit.
There was all the, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but all the Masonic songs and shit on it and stuff. I don't know if we're allowed to use those.
Hey, you know what? All bets are off on that stuff because I saw Masonic
Youth
TikTok.
Masonic Youth
somewhere. I was like, okay, so it's not so secret now. We're doing TikToks inside the lodge.
Inside the lodge, I don't know.
So they've even gotten. I think the Masons have even got woke.
I want to. Let's start.
They got tech savvy.
We need to
and
start
woke.
a punk band called Masonic Youth.
Trademark JJT.
It's actually a great idea.
It is. Oh yes.
Just play Sonic Youth.
Indeed.
Sonic Youth covers, but in
Mason
in robes and stuff.
Robes
like
and a
buffalo head. And,
we'll have people circle around.
Hell,
I can do that too.
They'll have to open up for ZZ Talk.
We'll have someone lay down on a sword halfway through the show.
You and I will get in a fight, and you'd be like, "You think you're cool because you can make the circle walk? I can do the circle walk too. I can do the other. I can do the other direction, like Danny McBride."
Yes. All right. So.
Happy Tuesday.
Yeah. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Matt. Happy Tuesday, Matt.
Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
Stubbs and Dustin.
Happy Tuesday, guest.
So today with the rain, I was gonna watch two things. I started catching up on Gemstones because I'm way behind on it. I need to get up because everybody's talking about all this stuff, and I'm like,
I'm not caught up either.
Misbehaving.
But I was told on the trip we did down to West Texas, I was told by the counterparts that were there, were like, wait till you get to episode 4. And I was like, it's so over the top.
Oh, him skiing? The water ski scene?
The opening where he's water skiing?
Yeah, dude, it's insane. And it keeps going on and on and on.
And doesn't stop.
Just dangling.
Dangling, just flapping in the wind. And then...
That Goggins, he's fucking hilarious.
Goggins is out of control. And then I thought, they go to the next scene and he's sitting in the pool. I was like, he's got to be sitting naked, but he had shorts on. I was waiting for him to turn around and they'll be like, oh my God.
Oh, he wasn't naked in that?
No, he had shorts on.
He was too. Okay, I don't know if I told you I finally finished White Lotus. Is that final scene the greatest scene that's ever been shot for HBO? The him floating?
Yeah.
And the water like coming up on his... That is an amazing shot. Like that's the cinematography for White Lotus this season was amazing. It's always good.
It's always good, but yeah.
I couldn't believe that scene.
Is it the season finale or series finale?
I wonder who his DP is.
No,
if it's always the same guy.
Pretty sure they're going to continue it. They've had great success.
No, they're doing one more.
Oh, just one more?
Okay.
No, he said he's got one more that he wants to do at least.
Oh, yeah.
But like season 4 is planned, and it's not going to be a beach resort.
Dude, I will watch it just for Alexandra Daddario.
That...
Goddamn.
She's not in every episode.
Oh.
She's not in every season.
I want to know. I haven't watched it yet.
Any of them?
She's in it.
She's in the first season.
Yeah, you got to watch them. It's great.
Yeah, I don't have Max.
What the problem is with the first season is you have her and Sydney Sweeney.
Really?
Yeah. And they scissor.
That she is... Sweeney is driving me crazy. Like, she's not getting less hot. She's getting more hot.
But she's still
like she's got those sleepy eyes, and every time I look at her, I'm like...
But it's weird to me because she's melting. There's a giant age gap.
There is an age gap.
And so I'm like, okay, this is cool.
At least in her 20s, right?
Yeah.
Well, then we're good.
I'm old enough to be your dad.
But did you see her outfit that she wore at the gala?
No, I haven't looked at any of this gala stuff. When was it?
I don't know. I think it was over the weekend.
She's 27 years.
That's the dangerous years. That's the trouble years, Dustin. You know what I'm talking about. Is someone yelling?
Did someone just yell my name?
I thought it was a dog barking.
Oh, her outfit was.
Hey!
Damn, you peeked.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I did peek.
Her outfit was cool for the gala. Her hair
At the
is
Met Gala,
weird,
yeah.
but at the
Met
Met
Gala.
Gala.
Yeah, I didn't like her hair,
she's,
but
she's wearing a like a Kim Noviak's old dress. It was like a knockback.
Did
But
she
she's
have-
not like showing up in a dress of meat, or that one that what's her name wore. Was it one of the Kardashians that had a train that was 3 blocks
there was
long?
one dude that wore a piano. It looked like Andre 2000 or Andre.
Where are you seeing all
2000.
this?
Andre
I don't
Benjamin?
know, man.
How
Well,
are you seeing
it's
all
the
this?
it
I
was the
don't-
Mike Patton curveball that got thrown at me. That really
last night.
because I was like, what the hell is he doing there? And then it just made me look at all these.
Mike Patton was at the Met Gala?
Yeah.
What? Not last night.
Oh, it wasn't? Was that not? That wasn't
The thing we watched.
No, the Met Gala though.
It happens every year.
I know. Was that not? It wasn't this year that he went because I thought it was this year.
Was it this year he went?
Looked like this
Oh
year.
my god.
Mr. Patton just there. Hey guys. But he didn't have his hair all cornrowed and stuff, so it might have been a few years ago. You might be right, Dustin. Because isn't he still cornrowing it?
I thought he was. Well, yeah, he had corn.
Doing the crazy
I'm so fucking confused.
corn look.
Oh, Susie said Leon Bridges looked great. Lose his style.
He could suck a dick. He could suck a big old white dong. That's how I feel about Leon.
Because he's too big time to acknowledge his hometown.
Because he's a dickhead, and his securities are a bunch of dicks, and they're racist.
Oh, and this
Yeah,
year,
I said it. They're racist.
this year was the one that it was the black
Fuck
panel.
you, Leon. Let's fight.
It was a black panel, so that's why
You can't bring your
they
security
were
there. No security.
No security.
No security. Those guys are big.
Let's see.
I can honestly say, I'm ashamed of Leon Bridges. That's how bad it is.
There's a lot of people that have cut him off from their life.
No, she said it was last night.
The
I was
2025 one was last night, but
The-
when Mike Patton was there, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah. I think.
I'm showing 1997.
Oh, I was a
97.
little off then. I was a little off. But the dude that wore the piano
He just snorted.
last night, that was this year. That was 2025.
Yeah,
Did you return?
I
did you-
forgot it was last night, so now I got to go.
I
look
didn't
through all these
RSVP,
outfits.
so I didn't go.
We got an invitation thing in our email that
For
said
the
if you want to
gala.
go,
For the
Just 75 grand.
if we wanted a table, it'd be 75 grand. I was like, what?
God
Why
damn.
are we getting an invite?
I don't know, but if I
Lewis
have
Hamilton
$75,000, did you see his outfit? No, I don't say that word anymore.
ridiculous?
Ridiculous.
Susie said he
I'm
looked
helping
good.
you out, man.
No, he looks like a. He looked like a what's his name?
So he got on a
what is it? What is it? Mario Brothers, the one with the
Oh, he
the
looks
little
like
guy with the mushroom hat.
Oh, Toad.
That's what he looked like to
He
me.
looked like
he
Toad.
looked like Toad.
Super
This
Mario
ain't
Brothers.
He has like a beret on.
This ain't a bad outfit.
His
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Lewis Hamilton, that white piece of shit that he's wearing.
I like the pants. The pants look rad as shit.
Man, you guys, y'all got weird style.
I mean, I wouldn't wear it because I'm white. It wouldn't look good on me.
White on
Looks
white.
good on him.
You can wear white, dude.
No, that's an outfit that kind of caters to him.
To him?
Yeah.
He probably had it. I'm sure he had it custom made.
So he flew from Miami
Yeah.
to.
He's probably all pissed
New York
off,
at
just like he
time.
was on the radio the whole race. That was funny, dude.
that
You want me
was
to let
some
him
of the
through
best
too?
radio. Yeah.
Sands is right, 1.4. You want me to let him through too?
Let him through too.
Jeez.
That whole them switching cars the whole time.
I love Hamilton's smart assness this season. He's like,
What was the theme? Susie said he dressed to the theme.
oh,
So did
Lewis
Leon.
Hamilton did?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It had something to do with Black Legacy something. I forgot what it was because it's on our invitation. If I can find the
Have
email.
you guys, I'll ask you off, Mike.
Okay.
Leon Bridges looks like he was there to rob the place. Like he was a
What, do you wear a
gunslinger.
ski mask or something?
I didn't see his outfit.
No, he's a gunslinger, and he's got a blue bonnets on his belt. That's illegal.
That's right. You can't pick the Texas State flower.
Superfine tailoring black style. Gotcha. That's what the theme was. He's got blue bonnets in his belt.
Like actual blue bonnets, not just a blue.
Luckily, this was in New York. Because
Design.
if this had been in Texas,
Yep.
Arrest.
Yep. It's illegal in the
Arrested.
state. Not in any other state.
Can you smuggle them? Because if it were smuggled, I'm pretty sure that's arrest.
Well, they're not. This is the only state where they're called blue bonnets.
What
I
are they
found
called?
out.
Are you serious? I
Where are
didn't
they
know
called
that.
elsewhere? Then?
Yeah, Susie said they're called lupids or something everywhere else. We're the ones that call them
Lupus.
Ludes?
ludes.
Got any ludes?
Got any ludes, man?
Still not used to these mic stands. I like them. They're low profile.
I know.
too.
I know. You have to
I'm,
get.
I'm
used
not
to,
used
like,
to them yet.
And I got the bunk chair again. Someone keeps stealing my chair. I think it's Dave every time he comes in here. He
They
steals
may
my
have.
chair.
They're doing.
Hasn't been
Yeah,
here since
lupins. Lupins.
Lupins.
Lupins.
Did you know there's actual huckleberries?
Lupin the Third.
Yeah.
And they're just blueberries named Huckleberry?
No, I didn't know that.
So Doug brings up a good point that one of the things that Lewis said post race was that the Lego car drove better than his
The
car.
one that got him
I
there.
forgot about that.
Yeah, he's
That's
having
pretty
issues
awesome.
with his
Did you see-
engineers. Like he's
He's pissed.
yeah. I can see something developing. I know they were cool this race, him and Leclerc, but you could see them not being friends by the end of the season.
So our friend Che had a party, had a Formula
Che
One party.
Chavez?
Formerly a
Che
Huffer.
Chino Chavez was what we used
Formerly
to
of Huffer. And the Foo,
the food.
and he wants to come over here and hang out with us.
That'd be awesome.
So we'll have to figure that out. But he had a party at his house. It was a May the 4th Formula One, May the 4th not Star Wars Formula One party. So a whole bunch of people got there. He had his TV set up. I sent y'all a picture of the screen set up using the software, so you can do all that on one screen instead of all of us doing it on multi-screens.
Yeah.
You can do it all on one screen. Hold on. Oh. He had his simulator set up too, so all of us were doing lap times at Laguna Seca, trying to see who could lay down the best lap time in a Miata and in a Nissan or something like that. So anyway, it was fun.
I can't stand Miatas.
Yeah, my dad used to drive one in '96.
The race ones out at Creston are kind of cool, but
Yeah,
they're
I'm
still
sure
a
they're
Miata.
fun. Yeah.
They're still a Miata. But we were just
Did
having
you see
fun
that
with it.
new AMG GT that they're putting out?
Yeah.
What would you think about that color scheme too? I was like, dude, I would buy that
I'd
if I
buy
had the
one.
money. You know where they start? 153.
Chump change, man.
Chump change.
I've reached the point in my life where this is chump change.
We got iPhone. money.
Yeah, we got iPhone money. But yeah, so we sat around. It was fun sitting in a room with a bunch of people that like Formula One and get into it, and we're all talking, and we're all getting into it and talking hardcore
I just love
smack
that it's
and
that cool.
stats, and it was
fun.
It was real fun.
It's cool to like
and
F1
bouncing
again.
ideas off of other people's ideas. Well, according to Andrew Turner, no one in Fort Worth likes F1 except for me.
No, I like Ford.
I remember when he made that comment. I'm like, what the fuck?
He
I
made
like
it on this
Formula One.
trip.
I don't watch it, and I know that.
Did you
it's
tell
not
him Matt
true.
likes
He
Formula
got
One?
mad that me and Jeremy were watching it while we were recording his show. We had it on an iPad sitting over on the corner so we could catch up with the race that we were a day behind on. Almost 2 days.
And it agitated him?
We weren't paying enough attention to his podcast or something like that.
Oh,
So then he said,
or the city of Fort Worth in general.
I was like, this is an auto show. It's very easy to come in and out of this conversation while watching this.
Yeah.
You have 4 people there besides you and Megan that like F1. So, anyway.
That track is so cool. It's
Miami's
so
fun.
hard to. The thing that's cool is they struggle
See?
on the same parts.
Doug.
They struggle on the same parts of the track that I struggle on. And it's that chicane right before that last straightaway. on the last hairpin. That thing
How
is
many cars?
so hard to get through, and all the cars were
13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
And then how many people hit the corner on 16?
exactly.
Boink, boink, boink.
And it's funny because that just shows how good that game is. Because they were struggling with it just like I do, and all the other drivers in the game do when you're playing it. It's amazing.
In what system was it?
I play Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
F1 2025.
okay.
did you
or
play?
F1
You played
25.
the new one, right?
I've got it.
How is it?
I will next week. I'll let you see for yourself, while hopefully sitting in a simulator.
You're bringing it over here? Yeah, that'd be
Hopefully
awesome.
so.
Oh, unless you guys plan on getting GTA 6, which finally has a release date, May 26th.
Man, you're cramming in some stuff.
2026.
No.
You got to lube
That's
us
not
up
what I
before you
saw.
just start cramming
It's
things
May
in there.
26, 2026.
Oh, I thought it.
It's a year away.
Okay, I misread it then.
Why
'cause
do you
I-
keep raw dogging us
I
with
thought it
info?
was 2025. We're talking about fucking video games, man.
Yeah, but we were in the middle of. That's a whole nother topic on the show.
That's what I was
notes.
gonna say. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, if you watch
Stop
the
raw
very, very
dogging
end,
me.
it says May 26, 2026.
Okay.
There,
So we
you're
can
out.
still make the reference. We got blah 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 before GTA 6.
Yeah.
Just cram in as many fucking things of those as you can.
What's wrong with you, man? Coming in here all fired. You need to
Anyway.
drink less coffee when you come in here.
I did drink coffee.
We also have. I did an update on the pinball machine today because it asked for a software update.
Yeah, I like it.
And and
Yeah.
it put 4 or 5 new boards on there, and one of them is a Formula One board. So we have a Formula One pinball
Gottlieb.
machine now. I don't know. Here, let me point it
Yeah,
out.
and Gottlieb, that's a video game company, or was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
they made
you
a lot
see-
of
did
You
you
can
see-
also play Bad Dudes on it,
Bad Dudes?
and Double
Really?
Dragon, and
Oh,
Burger
sweet.
Time.
Double Dragon pinball or Double Dragon?
Double
Just the
Dragon.
game?
The
Oh,
actual,
I love
like the original arcade game?
Yeah. Yeah, you can play arcade games just either down the bottom or down up top.
Yeah, that's
If you have a controller
free.
here.
That's my favorite game at free play or at what's it?
Double Dragon?
Yeah,
Or
Electric
Bad Dudes?
Starship?
Bad Dudes is weak.
Not Bad Dudes.
Double Dragon.
Yeah, Double Dragon's the
Dragon.
shit. And the
Yeah.
NES game version was pretty cool too because you got to level up.
Yeah. The other crazy
continues.
fun thing that I got, if we're going to go down this video game path before we get to GTA 6, earlier Aiden was showing me this game called, hold on, it's hilarious. It's on Xbox. It's Brotato.
I've seen that in the
Potato?
Game Pass list.
Is it like a Mr. Potato Head
It's free.
spinoff?
It's on Game Pass.
Okay.
It's one of those ones where you just run around and you're constantly shooting things that pop up and come at you.
Uh-huh.
And you're a potato. And it's all like bugs in a garden and stuff as you're trying to run around and clear out these bugs and build yourself up. Well, he carries like Uzis and stuff, and he's like shooting. And it's a rocket launcher.
He's a gangster potato.
It's totally 100% fun. I'm gonna go download that. I told him as soon as I get back to the Xbox, and being downloaded immediately because it looked like the ultimate like stress reliever. Like you just,
Yeah.
you remember that game? I think it's called Robotron or something.
Yeah,
Where it puts you in
Robotron.
the middle and all the robots start coming at you, and you just walk, and the way you walk is how it shoots.
Yeah, it has two controllers, one for the movement and one for shooting.
Yeah.
Smash TV and Total Carnage were all three of those games were made by the
I
same guy
forgot
from
about
Midway.
Smash TV.
Yeah.
That was a cool ass show. But yeah.
Yeah,
And
those are all at Electric Starship.
Yeah, chances you can also load main arcade games, and it put a new side loader in
Burger
here that
Time.
makes it super easier. Now too, I saw that in the notes, in the
Yeah.
patch notes. But yeah, it's all updated.
That's super cool.
We got a fun time. But yes, today, this morning, the second trailer for GTA 6 came out, and my jaw went to the floor about midway through it. Like, what the? This is amazing. It looks awesome.
I just don't know if I'm ready.
You know they spent $2 billion on that
I'm sure they did.
so far?
Yeah, they're trying to outdo the budget for the first one for breaking records on the most expensive game ever made.
The first one?
I mean the previous one, number 5.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
someone put something up the other day that they've already spent more money on that game than they did the Burj Khalifa.
The what?
The Burj Khalifa, the largest building in Dubai.
Yeah, in the world.
Might not be there.
Yeah, not the Wiz Khalifa, but the
Pretty
Burj
soon.
Khalifa.
Pakistan and India are not going to go that far.
You never know.
Yeah, they're not.
This thing could stretch
they're not
all
that
the way to
stupid.
Arlington.
Well, there could be.
We're making jokes about something that just came down the line right before we started the show.
Oh,
and that
yeah.
is that we potentially could
We
have
have-
our first nuclear war during our podcast.
We have two nuclear
In this
powers
century.
deciding to slap their dicks against each other's face.
hard.
Hard. Yeah.
They're not playing around anymore.
And it's
The
not North
problem
Korea.
is, you have a neighborhood. One is all Pakistani, and the other one is all Indian, and they're right next to each
Somalian.
other.
And then there's the Somalian neighborhood, and there's a mosque like 2 blocks away from me.
So how does, like, you're right, Arlington could erupt. They could just start small arms warfare, shooting bottle rockets at each other.
No, we're just ducking for cover. All the Texans.
You
Well, I
see-
guess they're Texans too. I shouldn't say that. That's disrespectful.
Did you see that Easter tradition in Greece that I want to be a part of?
You shooting the
No,
rabbit?
what's that?
Did you shoot rabbits?
All the churches, everybody it's in this one town. They all buy as many bottle rockets as they can, and they shoot them at opposing churches trying to ring their bell.
Oh, that's funny.
That's fucking awesome.
It's some Easter tradition. I was like, that's what I can get behind.
Yeah.
Nothing says
Easter
You know,
like fireworks.
the rising of Jesus. Like
Christ is
fireworks.
Yeah. Well, they started recently. I don't know what the deal is because I don't remember this growing up. Maybe you guys did. But it's like every church now shoots fireworks on Christmas Eve now. And I'm like, what the hell?
Really?
Yeah.
On Christmas Eve.
Well, maybe not over here, but in Arlington, there's like 3 churches around me, and it freaks me out because I always forget. It's kind of a dead night. Everybody's just kind of hanging out, drunk on eggnog and chilling with their family, and then all of a sudden you hear
You have
what
a
you
family?
think is nuclear holocaust going on outside with Pakistan and India, and you're like, oh no, it's just the birth of Christ. We're good.
India and Pakistan.
Yeah, it's
Any
heating up.
updates?
So-
The latest.
Well, when I was on my way up here, I had seen that there was some brigade bridge that had been taken out. There had been some fighters from Pakistan already shot down, and then there had been retaliation that involved some missile strikes. So, and these guys, like you said, they're real deal nuclear powers. So we could be on the verge of seeing our first nuclear conflict on this Earth, which. If that really did happen, how many weapons do you think they have? Do they have enough to where we would have to stay inside for a little bit because of the fallout? Or like, I bet Australia would because they're
Yeah, we probably would. It probably like
go everywhere, wouldn't it?
yeah,
It'd get in our upper
because
atmosphere.
it'd blow our direction. India. Oh, there's people taking bets. India will wipe the floor with Pakistan, 15-1.
I bet those are all Indian voters too. That used to
There's
be
odds.
podcast. They used to be Jerry
We can
Jonestown.
bet on everything.
These used to be Jerry Jonestown podcast listeners on
They did.
Facebook or
Ah.
followers.
The ones that used to.
Jesus.
Yeah, this. Now, do you trust Grok?
I'm trusting him more or it more.
Because
Are
it's
you?
saying that they claim that Pakistan shot down an Indian Rafale jet near Bahawalpur is likely false. I don't know how to pronounce it. Some Indian place. So that's Bahawalpur. Bahawalpur
That it's false.
is likely false. They confirmed the video is from a 2024 Sukhoi 30 Mk1 crash in Nashik, not a recent Rafale incident. No evidence supports the claims that Pakistan launched a large number of missiles towards India. See, it's all fake news.
Well, remember when all the Indians discovered AI and we started getting these ridiculous videos of like starships coming out of the sea and sea monsters? Like, look at this! This is crazy! you should be scared now.
I
And,
think
then, and there's everybody in America is like, okay, that's fake. We've known about. Like, you're not doing anything new. But I guess they got more cell phones given to them by Obama over there, so now they all make these videos and send us over here like, you need to look out for the 7-headed octopus that is coming to you.
I think you're onto something though.
With a 7-headed octopus.
I think that this was just an excuse to make all these poop rocket videos.
It is genius.
There are poop rocket videos everywhere that you have to
Yeah,
bypass.
not
Dirty
not the
bombs.
dirty bombs that you were thinking. that
Now
you had in mind.
Pakistan
That's exactly what
says it
they're
has
saying.
shot down 5 Indian planes.
5?
Yeah. And they've taken soldiers prisoner.
So these are Muslims on Hindus, right? India's Hindu. Is this about religion, by the way, or is this just a conflict on
I
the
don't
border?
know. I just figured.
I heard
I
it.
think every war is
The
about
thing we
religion
heard
these
right
days.
before the show was that it was One of these countries attempted a coup against the other one.
Which North Carolina, the NC State started?
Yeah, it said it was
The Tar Heels? North Carolina Tar
the
Heels?
UNC started this, and it was that's what they're fighting over. They're fighting over the rights to the Led Zeppelin song "Kashmir."
Oh. Do-do-do, 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 ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da.
I used to like that song. Then it gave me a tired head.
Oh, because the Eagle played it 7,000
Yeah,
times
and
an hour.
fucking Puff Daddy sampled it too.
No, School of Rock taught every kid that song. And actually
All the
tonight I
bands started playing it,
I
too.
meant to
The
mention
high
this at
school
the
bands
beginning.
started playing. Marching bands started playing it too all the time.
I meant to say this at the beginning of the show. We were going to have a band in tonight. It's a band that's playing with us on May 23rd at Cicada. Come out May 23rd.
I thought we were going to have Billy Idol in.
Well, Billy Idol is supposed to call in. He's got a show here on Wednesday, so we'll see if he calls in. And so is his guitarist, Steve Stevens. So we'll see if they can get in. But we were going to have a band in tonight, but all of them work at School of Rock and don't get off till 9. And I was like, well, all of us have to get up early tomorrow. So
Yeah.
and it's School of Rock in Dallas, so they would have had to have driven over after 9. And I was like, I'm not starting a fucking show at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Or it would be a 30-minute show.
We could have gone to
15
them,
minutes.
but
At the
that would
most.
have been boring. Hey, guys, can we play on your gear?
Can I play Kashmir? Dun-dun-dun,
Yeah.
dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Is that sample public access at this point? Like, you don't pay any royalties for that one?
No, it hasn't been 100 years since it's a release yet.
What song was it on the Godzilla soundtrack?
Wasn't it that?
It was Kashmir, but who did it?
It was
Wasn't
Puff
it,
Daddy. Diddy. He sampled it.
Oh,
It was
shit.
Here
We can't
Go.
listen to that song anymore either,
Yeah,
can
it was
we?
called Here We Go.
But he didn't sample. Did he sample it, or did he have Tom Morello play it?
No, Jimmy Page actually played it. Well, I mean,
No, on the Puff
Saturday Night Live
Oh,
when he performed
yeah.
it live.
But on the Puff Daddy one, did Tom Morello actually play it?
He
with
might
him.
he might have. Now that you mention that, my God, that was back in what 2000, 2001.
So we can't listen to that Puff Daddy song anymore.
But it was
Can you
called
listen
Here
to
We
any
Go.
Puff
I
Daddy,
do remember
Puff
that.
Daddy anymore?
Me, Puff Daddy? What?
I'll be missing you.
Every breath I take.
You know, Sting. He has to
That
pay
one?
Sting like $1,000 a day.
Yeah, never made any money off that whatsoever.
Did he even break even, did he?
I don't think so. So No Shelter, Come With Me, featuring various artists. Let's see. It
Come
says
with me.
Puffy, Jimmy Page, John Bonham,
John Bonham.
and nobody else. So I guess that wasn't the one Tom Morello did diddly guitars on.
He did do We Don't Need No Education.
Yeah, that was for that movie, The Faculty. Robert Rodriguez movie with Elijah Wood and Josh Hartnett. It was like a
Was that
cheesy like horror movie.
That might have been the last thing Lane Staley recorded.
Yeah,
It may have been.
yeah. It was him, Adam Clayton from U2, and Tom Morello, and I don't know who was on drums.
Who? That was the one with that weird girl in it too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She was like.
Wasn't there rollerblades in the movie too? Like some kind of.
I'm sure it
there
was
were
a
hackers that were.
That's the one where they were snorting salt up their
Yeah,
nose?
something like
Yeah,
that.
And
It's
there
a
was
weird
in
movie.
pins,
yeah, some kind of weird drug that you snorted.
but it was like made of salt and like chlorine or something.
Yeah,
like that. It was
if I
something weird.
remember right, the movie was shit, but the soundtrack was pretty cool.
Is that
Yeah.
the one where they go
The movie
outside?
sucked itself.
They put their face in the sky because it was raining, and all the tentacles came out.
hmm
That was it, right?
Yeah, yeah. The
That's human
invasive
centipede.
alien species, I guess, was able to reproduce via water. Yeah,
Damn, we can't play the Puff Daddy song.
yeah. Not Robert Rodriguez's best.
You could play it. You just got to give a disclaimer.
This
no
guy
means does
raped
this
a bunch of kids.
and it does not represent the views or opinions of the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast show. What does he say? He's always isn't he just talking to Biggie the whole song?
Yeah, it's all about him.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
It was
I
a
pray
tribute
for
to
you.
him.
because I miss you.
I miss you,
wanna-
man. I miss you. I pray for you.
I pray for you.
You know? Have y'all heard? Uh
Uh-oh.
oh. Someone flying in?
I think they are. I think it's Puffy.
I thought
Oh
that,
my God, it's
I
not.
thought that was James coming in on a heli. It's like, great.
I thought you were about to give us a traffic report.
I did too. I
When's
was
the
about
last
to.
time
I was,
you did
I was,
that?
I was
Wait.
about to have. What do you call it? PTSD.
I was going to say I thought the Sky Viper retired.
Sky Viper's dead until
Until agreements are agreed upon.
he's still
Yeah.
in court.
Until all grievances.
All
are
he's got to
settled.
do is shoot a realtor, like camera shoot.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought you. Never mind. That's not what I thought you said.
Just joking. Just joking.
All
I'm
right,
not,
so that,
I'm not bitter. Andrew. I'm not bitter about you bringing on another realtor and pretty much just completely handing over obs and globs of real estate leads to a woman from your listeners. No, I'm not upset about that.
can I be the devil's advocate here?
No.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It is the
I said
realtor
the opposite.
he's used his whole life, and that has gotten him all his houses and stuff in the
Hey,
past.
you know what?
So,
If I wanted to unleash the
JJTM Army,
podcast army on him, I could at any moment.
we'll bring the
There was once
the
another guy
Pakistani
named,
and the Indians.
there was a guy that he reminds me of named Whiskey Boy that tried to go up against the Stubalino. So
Oh,
I don't recommend that you do
shit.
this.
yeah, because now Whiskey Boy City
just-
Council of North Virginia.
You just need to give me my money.
Which, the elections were last week. I didn't
Did
vote.
he
I
win?
forgot.
And you
I
know
don't
what?
Know the
Hey, you know
results.
what? That's what I would say too. If I was busted, if I was cold busted and looked like a sleazebag like him, that's exactly what I would do too. Is I would say, "Oh, I've been doing business with her forever."
You're onto something.
Yeah. So
You're onto something.
Whiskey Boy Part 2. Look out.
Electric Boogaloo. It didn't end well. That guy, after you unleashed hell on him, he got
lost his
divorced.
life. He did have a bad life.
Got like 8 DWIs.
I think it was because of the
Lost his house.
I think it was because of the Louisiana witches that were obsessed with us. They sicked them.
Oh, Susie's being devil's advocate too.
Well, it's Susie's.
Okay. Noted.
No need to text me either.
Election results.
Here we go.
General election May 3rd. Who's in here? Guess who's not listed here anymore?
Oh,
Oh,
so he lost.
Oh,
His
see?
political career is already done.
No. Because he had people show up at my house and put up ordinance things.
For a
Yeah.
vehicle that was in your driveway, which is illegal for them to do.
I told him to New Jack swing on my nuts.
Did he? Did
With the
he
new
serve the
swing
term,
coming at
right?
you.
Like,
Yeah, he did.
man, they must have not liked him.
Like 2 years. Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah, this is what it shows. I don't see his name on here in any
Yeah.
of the
City council.
city council.
Hmm.
Let's see here.
It was
City
North Richmond
services.
Hills.
Yeah.
Yep.
We should have campaigned for him, just to be smartasses.
For him.
Should have ran for it. Ran against him.
Yeah,
That would have made him keep going.
that'd
right.
been funny, actually. Why didn't we think of that? As soon as we found out that he put his hat in there, we should have done that.
It still shows he was in place 4, which covers what does place 4 cover? Oh my
Texas
God.
Billiards.
That's Watauga.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm so
Texas
done with
billiards.
So done with DFW. I'm ready to leave. Been scoping some places. Been scoping.
Wow, his rundown here is pretty interesting. Attends Peace Lutheran Church. Has a degree in graphic design and multimedia. Owner of Supernova Event Entertainment. Owner of Schooler Trucking
DJ.
Auto.
I have some killer ostrich boots.
Graduate of Richland High School.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make you proud?
No comment.
Y'all walked across the stage together, holding hands.
Well, no, because his last name starts with a B and my last name starts with a T.
But it was the same day, right?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. He and his wife, Crystal, have 7 children, 1 grandchild, and 1 grandchild on the way.
He already has 2 grandkids?
Are you
I
serious?
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I better knock on wood.
You may still have kids out there you don't know about.
Yeah.
So he was in place 4.
Yeah.
Then the person who won... Oh, wait. You may still have...
Brian Johnson.
I may have to lie.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to live in the city that you run, do you?
Election results. What's going on?
I don't know what the criteria
I don't know
is
either.
for running.
It may not... His office may not have been up for running this time.
Yeah.
Because it only shows 1, 3, 5, and 7, so
Yeah.
the even places maybe in the next 2 years.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know. I mean, I would care about these places and when the elections are and stuff if I gave a shit. I don't.
I know.
I got other shit to worry about. That's way cooler.
Honestly, I'm gonna be frank with you. It's gone across the board. I've checked out of this scene so bad. Like, I'm done with DFW completely.
I guess
I'm
Maddie
ready to
Parker.
bounce. I don't want to interview her anymore.
I never wanted to, really. Anyway,
only spares interview her.
Maybe she'll run a.
Andrew's gonna freaking wage jihad on me. I'm gonna come home. There's gonna be some guy that he sends over from Oakhurst, Oakhurst mob.
He's gonna link up with
Mercy
Culture. Pastor over to you.
Yeah. This guy's gonna ride up on a scooter, a Vespa or something.
His little motorcycle.
With his leather jacket on.
Just hits me in the knee. Just hits me in the knees with a ruler.
You're a demon.
You're a demon.
No, not a ruler. A yardstick.
A yardstick.
And then he shits on your front porch. Leaves like they were doing in Oakhurst.
What is it?
Whoa. You can't be just shitting on people's front porches.
Hey, if you have a church, you can do whatever you want, right?
Well, apparently everybody they had lined up to win the local elections in different spots, so they would start getting power, completely failed.
I heard that.
Oh.
I blame, you know what, I completely give credit to people like Marlon that let the word get out and said these people are scumbags.
Well, Oakhurst
and
really
us,
let
we
it
did
out.
too.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's still a story, honestly. If we turn that over to Hannah, she'd run with it.
Hello, Hannah.
Because that's not right. What they're trying to do, how they're trying to harass a whole neighborhood. That's not right, and that's not Christian either.
Yeah, and for something that's not even safe because of their location too. There's that too.
Did I tell you their new cool thing that they did?
Cool thing.
Yeah.
No.
That the wife did. The wife of the preacher did. Because she has a podcast and she has social media.
Oh gosh, I bet that's great and uplifting.
Nipple lifting. What?
Deborah Peoples took her seat. Susie, she won.
Who? The Deborah Peoples won against one of
Gina
the church?
Bivens over in
Is that
East
one
Side.
of the?
No. Yeah. They had tried
is?
to run a church person over there, but Deborah Peoples.
Good for.
Who's a former AT&T person also. Yeah. So anyway, the wife of Mercy Culture Preacher put out a video that said, "Hey, this weekend, whatever the date was, it was a couple weeks ago. You know, we want anybody that wants to come out that's a contractor in all these different fields wants to come out and volunteer their time to help build our new women's shelter and children's shelter. We would like for them to show up and blah, 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 blah." Basically wanting them all to work for free.
And not pay taxes on any of it.
When they signed a $13 million loan deal right after they won that election to build the building.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to do.
That's pathetic.
You don't think it's going to happen?
No.
I don't know. They keep paying people off like these scumbags do, apparently. I mean, politicians and preachers, what are you going to... They're the most scumbag people on earth, honestly, if you think about it.
Let's see.
And politicians are the war machine. Did you know that?
Well, yeah.
All right, one of the things we kind of skipped over that I want to talk about on Saturday. In our shoot to shoot area.
Saturday. I don't know.
Was the Stars game.
Yeah,
were y'all tuned in for that?
Heck yeah,
I watched it at BJ's.
Heck yeah, it was.
Bar and Grill?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew you were
Why,
going to
you
throw
were giving
something
a
in there
BJ?
about a blowjob.
Stop me down there.
Do they do that at BJ's?
Did you watch all of it?
I watched. They were ahead from 4-2 by the time I left.
No, well, it kind of went the other way around.
They were
They
against the
jumped up
Avalanche.
2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were getting their ass
They were getting their ass beat, and then all of a sudden, what's his face?
They came back and they won
One
4-2.
player went nuts. What's his name? I'm never gonna remember his name. Was that the one that went off?
Yeah, and got a hat trick.
Yeah,
his second hat trick in
and
2 games.
not just that. Like he was playing, just all of a sudden took over the game.
So
yeah, that was
now
after
he played
I left.
Winnipeg, and they beat us last time, didn't they?
Yeah, I didn't know if you were gonna get out or not.
Of what?
Like, since you had your daughter this weekend. I didn't know if you were going to
go watch
it somewhere. And then you said you were at
Well,
the graveyard of Dimebag and Vinny.
oh yeah. Well,
And I was like,
well,
what
that's
the-
my sister's over there, so
Well,
that's
I
not
know.
too unfamiliar territory for
But
me.
I was like, why are you
How close is
like? I didn't know
she
what
to
you were
them?
doing. Like I was
Yeah.
like, so I didn't want to be like,
yeah, there's been chaos at my hood for the last week, and
I
I'm
mean, you
not
don't,
feeling well either.
you don't have to get into it. But I was like going to say, hey, we're going somewhere to watch the game,
The Stars game?
the Stars game.
Where'd y'all go?
Well, I was trying to. It was all last minute. Couldn't figure out a good place to go, and we were thinking about the Thunderbird downtown,
Oh, that'd be a good spot.
and they
to
were
watch
like,
it.
you know what? Let's go to Two Lanes. We haven't been to Two Lanes yet.
I used to have a Thunderbird base.
So we went to 2 Lanes, watched it, and it was nice because there weren't that many people in there. But everybody that was in there for the Stars games, including the bartenders and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we're all
nice.
watching it. So when they go down 2 goals,
Everybody.
I was just kind of like, all right, check please. I'm done.
Well,
Let's
I turned
go do
it
something
off.
else.
I turned it off. I went to check Twitter mode, and then next thing I know, I'm like, what the heck? They're tied.
Yeah.
That third
It
quarter,
was-
that was one of the best third quarter playoff game we've ever had. Like the third quarter, or the third period.
Third period.
Yeah.
People started taking off, and then it was like just a handful of people in there. And when they scored the second time, it's like, yeah. And then
Yeah.
Tim and Whitney were coming over. And then the third goal was right before Tim and Whitney came in. It was like, oh my God, yeah, we're ahead. And then it went, I'm like,
Was Tim like,
there was
damn.
like 2 minutes left. And I was like, you got to hold on to this for 2 minutes. You got to hold on to this. Don't let them score.
Yeah.
Pull the bus in, as we
Empty
say in
net, too.
soccer. Pull the bus in, just take over the puck and just slow things
Yeah.
down. And then they got the empty netter,
Yeah.
place erupted, and we're like, it's done. It's over.
When you get the empty netter in hockey playoffs, it feels so good.
It does feel good.
Like,
It does. But it was, it's bittersweet for me because I like both teams, and both teams are.
Avalanche was scrappy. I don't think the Stars were really supposed to win that either.
The Stars have some control issues they need to work out, and I think like this game, they were so amped up and antsy, and there was no puck control, no good pass to pass, no tape
Yeah.
to tape action, no nothing. It was very lucky to win that.
It was rough between the blue lines too.
I was
They were
hoping
beating the shit out of each other the whole series. Didn't it seem like they were always giving licks, laying hat?
somehow they could sign McKinnon as they were shaking hands down the line, being like, just come play with us for a little bit for the rest of the season.
Oh my gosh!
They can't do that, Matt. They can't do that. They can't just sign someone else that they just beat.
Okay.
That's not how sports works. I just want you to know that.
I'm not disputing that.
Okay.
I bet there's some soccer leagues that allow it.
I've been following the
They're
Stars
weird
since Ken
transfers
Hitchcock
and
was
purses
hosting
and
them.
stuff that they deal
Yeah,
with.
they won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah,
It's been that long.
soccer's weird because you can
gotta-
borrow players.
Yeah.
That's
Football.
weird.
Imagine if they did that in the NFL. Like you could just borrow Deion Sanders. Well, we kind of did, didn't we, for that one Super Bowl.
AFC
Yeah.
Richmond for life.
Borrow Tom Brady for a season in Canadian football. Because they can't do it within the league, can they? It's just,
No.
it's interleague, right?
Yeah. Real quick, let's take 3 seconds and congratulate Jason Cantrell on a season.
Jason!
All right, that's
What a
enough.
great
Moving
season.
on.
What was the team again?
Who does he
Was
like?
it-
Liverpool, isn't it?
Who won the EPL?
Oh yeah,
Liverpool. No, great season. Was it really any debate all season? They
No,
looked
everybody
great,
played like
man.
ass, and they were
They-
were just on.
And they were healthy.
Yeah.
Like, that was City's issues. We were freaking beat up the whole, and then y'all got your mental issues.
United is just in the trash right now. Like, it's
Oh,
just-
man, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, United.
Man, you
is
and
horrible.
the Democrats are probably the most unorganized pieces of shit in the world right now.
I would probably agree.
So if you're a Man U Democrat, you're hating
Yeah.
life right
And
now.
probably the Somali army. Those
Somal-
are the 3 places.
The Somalian army.
Yeah.
What? Some
That's by my
news
house.
broken out about them too. Oh wait, yeah, that's right.
Remember when they took
Those
over
three are-
parking down in Deep Ellum and just were killing people?
Why is that
Would-
funny?
You're late!
Pow! You
Just
can't
bashing
park here.
people.
Pow, pow!
Yeah, everybody was getting the shit beat out of them. Like, they weren't messing around.
Hey.
Everybody liked it because their cars weren't messed with.
Or you go to L.A., you go to Hollywood, and it's Ukrainians.
Yeah.
And we watched the guy at the Rainbow beat the shit a Ukrainian car guy parking lot attendant beat the shit out of a patron that was walking on the Roosevelt Bar and Grill that was drunk and started just mouthing off, and they just beat the shit out of him right there while he's waiting for his car.
Yeah, other countries have different policies about their security.
Yeah. Well, maybe don't mouth off to a bunch of gigantic Ukrainian guys.
Yeah, I try not to mouth off.
That have seen shit. Yeah.
Try to keep my mouth shut and stay out in the country.
Especially if they're driving your car. You never mouth off to anyone driving your car.
No.
That has to go get it out of the lot.
I don't understand those videos of, they're mostly over in the UK where these guys are trying to get into clubs and they're just mouthing, just drunk, like Northern Island people, just, fuck you, man. I'll beat your ass. And then all of a sudden, finally, one of the bouncers is like you said, some Ukrainian, like, or Eastern European just goes, like, headbutts him or something. And
Yeah.
Like, gash their
down.
nose.
Yeah.
When are they going to learn?
Mm-hmm.
You don't mess with the big security guy. That's why they're there. That's why I worked at Texas Billiards, because I got to toss people around. Like, it was fun working the door.
Damn, I never got to witness any of that the times I saw you up there.
You didn't come up much then. There was always fights up there.
No, you're right, I
The
did.
funny thing is, most of the time when I came up there, somehow I started working the door as he went and played in the cooler and other stuff. And I'm like, why am I at the door?
I wasn't a very good door guy.
I'd be like, am I getting paid for this?
I don't know why Brittany ever let me work up there.
And then when you're just carrying around
Was
like
that when you were in between jobs or something?
Especially when I had to make drinks, I would just do Matt style.
Yeah.
Like, this is how we drink them.
And when, like, your door guy shouldn't have whatever that pitcher glass is of beer. Because that's what I'd have. I'd just be holding that and go, I need to see your ID.
I think you did. I think you did that.
I did. And I'd walk out front with it.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Out front.
I'm at the
You can't
door.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of things you're not supposed to do there.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't take it outside.
They weren't the most strenuous on their rulings.
No.
Yeah.
No. Especially when you're owned by a cop.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At one time they were.
At one time.
Oh, not the current owner? Okay. Tell me off mic.
Shit.
Where's Billy?
I don't know. We keep waiting. Billy Idol is in town on Wednesday. I'm not allowed to shoot this show.
Why? Because your band covered his songs?
No.
I think that's
he's
what
not
it is.
having any media cover the shows because I think they don't want anybody getting pictures of his face.
His old face?
How old he
No.
is. So,
It's only 70.
Did you see Glenn Danzig's? They were doing Eagles Dare. Man, he's still Glenn Danzig doing his thing.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, sounded great.
He turned 70 this year, too.
Yeah, he didn't care about seeing his face. You take as many pictures as you want of Danzig. Just don't confront him backstage.
So either Billy was going to call in or his guitarist, Steve Stevens.
Steve Stevens.
So we'll see if any of them end up calling in. I just sent a message to the PR guy.
Yeah, tell him to hurry because
Let's
I'm
see.
feeling like buttocks.
Buttocks.
I hope I don't get you guys sick if I have something.
I hope you don't either.
I'm not either. I'm
because
going out of town
I think
this
it's what
weekend.
we were talking about before the show.
AIDS.
Yeah, AIDS, yeah.
I just want
We
to
always
tell
talk
you
about
that
AIDS before the show.
happens.
All right, so something came out this week that kind of blew my mind. I don't know if you saw this while you were rolling around on Twitter.
What's that? What did we see?
What the government has spent $21 trillion on.
Oh, the elite city. That city that's...
I heard
remember
about
when they
that.
said it was all the footage that had started to leak out? They said that's all fake.
Like 3
So
trillion
is it-
or something
Is
like
it real? We're
Uh,
finding out that this is all real?
So a whistleblower has come out and said that the U.S. has actually spent $21 trillion on an underground network for only the wealthy to hide out. And they say it's multiple cities with transportation systems between them.
Yeah, that's scary.
Which, I mean, you've got the Cheyenne Mountain Complex in Denver or outside of Denver, Colorado Springs or whatever.
The NORAD?
That they built into the mountains. So what is this? Did they build a bunch of stuff into different mountains and it's got trains running between them and stuff? 21 trillion is a lot of fucking money.
Oh, 21 trillion?
21 trillion.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds scummy though. If the whole country, all the elites, I should say, in a country, know there's a meteor that's about to hit us or a nuclear war that's about to bust out at any moment, they should let the whole world know, and not do this bullshit. But you knew this was happening.
We knew
Everybody
this.
knew this was happening. Bill
We
Gates
figured this.
Yeah, you know
And then-
Bill Gates has a silo that.
And the same thing, if the Mormons have built that giant complex outside of Salt Lake City that's huge,
Right.
that like 1 million people can live in or whatever, what's our
Yeah.
government done? Our government's built stuff like this, especially that Cheyenne Mountain complex is supposed to be huge, gigantic anyway. So this Catherine Austin Fitts, she was the Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development under George H.W. Bush. She's been on a bunch of different things this week, but this all came out on Tucker Carlson's podcast, where she said that an unauthorized $21 trillion was spent on building these cities for the elite.
Yeah.
Underground elite cities.
They probably got an F1 track down there too.
They probably are going to have. And I bet you they have a football stadium. I bet you. I know good and well they got pickleball courts.
I was going to say goals or touchdowns. Maybe both.
I don't understand that. Like the pickleball fad.
I don't either. I've never
taken
played
over
it.
America.
I don't have
It's
any
like-
desire to.
None of y'all have ever played pickleball?
No,
The
I
fastest
have.
growing sport in America?
I have.
I've
but
been to Chicken and
It was
Pickle
called
at
tennis,
Grapevine.
and it was for big boys.
I had a work event there. I just
It's
ate
for
the food
people
and
that
left,
really
though.
wanted to.
Well, this brings me to a question.
I think it is good though because a lot of elderly people play it, right?
They do. I told you about the story when
I'm
I
sure
first
it's
found
fun.
out about it. Was weird.
Yeah.
They have a pickleball court over off University by the zoo, behind that shopping center where the Apple store is and all that. Me and my coworker were running fiber behind that shopping center, and we just
Yeah.
heard a bunch of women going,
Was it mini ants? Because it's
I did not.
small. Get it? Get it? First
so
time
we
I
were
saw it
like,
was at
what
Bear
the
Creek.
hell is going on? And we had to go look over the fence, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just
The first time I saw it, I was training for a marathon at Bear Creek in Keller, that park that's got the long trail. And I was like, what is it? What are these mini tennis courts they're putting up? And then next thing I know, I was running by it one day and saw a bunch of old guys playing. And I was like, oh, they're playing mini tennis. I
Was
didn't know
that
it was
before or
even
after
called
you blew out your knee?
This is when I lived in that apartment over off of
Oh, so after.
1709. So it
I
might have been right around the same time.
I forgot where I was the other day, but I
Because
noticed.
I think my knee got the most damage when I was training for the marathon, and then when I played indoor football, that's when it blew out.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
our show, remember?
Yeah, it
the
was
day
right
of
before
our
the
show.
day.
I was one
An
scene.
hour
I was
before
at that show.
Yeah, it was.
And then-
Talk about drugs.
And Amy Whitehouse had just died too.
I almost pulled the Amy Winehouse that night.
You OD'd? You nearly OD'd?
I think that's when you and I jumped behind the bar. Remember there
Perks?
was the Latin strippers got on stage with us and started dancing with us and stuff. And then there was a
Forgot about that.
fight. I just bought that amp, that DSL 100, the Marshall,
Yeah, your Marshall.
and I was worried that they were going to knock it over. I was worried about my amp and the cat fight that was starting.
There was a fight. There were chicks on stage.
There was a Mexican punk band that was awesome.
That was great.
There was one dude that got on the, remember, jumped up on the bar
I remember we
play
we all
bass.
hopped behind the bar for some reason.
Yeah.
That's not the night.
Or am I confusing it with the Ciroc night?
No, I think that was right.
The dub Ciroc.
Dumpster night we didn't play.
We were just up to shenanigans.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to think. Anyway, I was trying to think of where I was the other day. It was a country club, but they have converted all of their regular tennis courts into pickleball courts. And I can't remember where. Maybe it was Ridgely. Ridgely Country Club.
Everybody says it's freaking fun to play, so I wouldn't. I'm not knocking it. It's just funny looking to me.
Yeah, I'd play
Looks
it.
funny.
Yeah, it's
I'd
like
play it.
giant.
I'd
It's
play
like ping pong on a tennis court. Yeah.
It's like Foursquare, but with a net and paddles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the paddles are like the same size
Yeah.
they play as ping pong.
But I'd
It's
do
like
it.
badminton, except not with a cock, shuttlecock. With
Yeah, with a wiffle ball.
in the net's a little
I
lower.
thought they were called birdies.
Oh, they're called
Yeah.
shuttlecocks.
Badminton?
But in
Badminton.
pickleball, they're just wiffle balls, right?
Yeah.
To
Oh,
play with.
wait. The birdies? You didn't know those were called shuttlecocks?
No,
Yeah.
they were.
Yeah.
They were always called birdies when I was growing up.
Because that's school. You can't
Yeah.
say cock.
They didn't like saying
Makes
cock
sense.
back then.
You
But now
couldn't-
you can say cock all you want.
can also you can say pussy willow either.
Mm.
Pussy willow is a weird word.
Yeah.
Because it's a...
You
it's
can
like
now.
Isn't it those cattails that they have in the swamp?
It
Isn't that
is.
what a pussy willow is?
Cat o' nine tails?
No.
A blank willow.
A blank willow.
What, you know.
Do you know what we should do? One day
I
we
wrote
should
it
do
sloppy, so it's a sloppy pussy.
We should do a whole show in a few weeks where we just over cuss and then go back in and bleep it
and bleep and
see how many bleeps there are.
God, that's a lot of editing.
That is a lot of editing. Yeah.
Do you know what that's from, right?
What?
The
What'd you say?
The blank willow and the
pussy willow?
Well, I wrote it a little sloppy, so it's a sloppy pussy.
No, I don't know what I don't know what that's from.
I wrote it big, so it's a big pussy. It's from the Howard Stern movie.
Oh, Private Parts?
Yeah. When
God.
they're trying to get kicked off
I was
the
going to
air.
say that or who's the guy that used to smoke all the time during his routine? Dennis Miller. Or not Dennis Miller.
Leary?
Dennis Leary, yeah.
Was he ever funny?
I liked his asshole song.
Yeah.
A-S-S-H-O.
He did bits on MTV too during the
Judgment Night,
commercials.
But way too much Boston.
Did you ever watch Rescue Me?
That's what's.
That
But
was his
then I
show.
like our buddy over here. Where's he at? You know,
Oh, yeah.
Too much Boston, but then
You got Bill Burr
Oh, yeah.
that's better than him
Yeah.
at doing what he does.
Yeah, Billy Corgan's half brother.
you got Bill Burr.
Watch it start a fight.
Yeah, Bill Burr will get pissed. Normally under his arm here. I need to get a little microphone for him so we can have interview time with Bill Burr. Little fake Bill Burr.
And
I think we already did that.
I think it's hilarious that he was even cast for it because he's said during his routines that he just is not a Star Wars fan and he makes fun of it.
It's part of his routine, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Little Bill Burr.
Little Bill Burr. Oh, man. I think this is the first show that we've ever done that I've been physically sick in.
Like, are you nauseous?
Like you might just explode
Everything.
in at any time.
I brought up that Von Erich series because he was the dude that was like Chris Von Erich, one of the sons.
Yeah, he was the youngest.
He had blockage, and he was so doped up on painkillers that it ruptured, and they said that all of a sudden he started looking really bad.
Green and everything.
I just watched that, and then this is happening to me, and I'm like, well,
Have you
am I
watched
dying?
Have you watched the movie?
No.
The Iron
They
Claw?
talked about it though.
Yeah, we watched it on the flight to
They
New York.
talked about.
I watched it on the flight.
Did
This
you-
guy watched it over my shoulder without any audio. And I
Did
was
you know
like,
Chris Von Erich?
Well, I
wasn't
already knew
even
what was going to
close?
happen. It's like watching Titanic.
Did you know there was a bunch of fallacies in that movie?
Yeah.
Like I had no idea. I thought that it was like everybody said it was a great movie.
It's a great movie.
but they left out Chris.
Yeah, they left out Chris. It was the only
And they
one.
left out. They made.
Which, how did Chris die?
Suicide, gunshot.
No, Chris. I thought he
Yeah.
was the one that
Yeah,
died.
he was the one that suicide.
No, that's Carrie. Carrie.
No, they both did.
They both get suicide.
But I thought
Yeah.
Chris was the one that died from the pain. Didn't he die from that, or did he later on just kill himself?
No, he shot himself in the head.
No, I know. Okay, but he also. So I thought he died from whatever happened to his guts. He had a blockage or something, and then
And
died.
he also had
was
a like
overseas and died. didn't he?
no, that was David. He was the first. He was the first adult son to
That
pass.
died.
Yes.
Okay, then
And
I'm
it was
confusing.
it was in
Chris and
Japan.
David.
Yeah,
You're right. Okay, so
Yeah, it
I'm
was some kind of
confusing Chris and David.
intestinal like flare up or some kind of weird.
Oh yeah, because he
ailment.
wasn't here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
he died.
overseas.
It was in Japan.
But it was his colon and
You
stuff
never
that
go
started
overseas
busting.
for that.
Like because he was so backed up from his painkillers. So obviously, the shittier I start feeling, because they said he looked bad, and everybody was like, "Man, you don't look good. Like, you all right?" And then that happened.
Yeah, and then Chris
which
had
one
a
is the one that
brittle
kill-
bone disease.
killed himself in the front yard?
That was Carrie.
That was Carrie.
Shot himself in the chest
Yeah,
with
he was
a
the-
shotgun.
He was
Yeah.
the last. He was the last brother that died. Kevin's still alive.
That
Living in
documentary that I
Hawaii.
saw, what's his name? Dr. Drew was saying that
What
a
about
lot of
Drew?
addicts, when they kill themselves, they shoot themselves in the chest because they always have a empty feeling in their chest.
Yeah, well,
And I'm like, welcome to my life daily.
yeah, Carrie definitely was.
I have no heart. I have no soul.
Carrie's face. He was out on bail and awaiting trial for a federal. A felony
drugs?
charge for drug possession. Yeah,
Okay, so Mike took a fatal dose of tranks
yeah.
and alcohol.
And he was the one that had the rupture, right?
No, that was David.
He was missing for 5 days before they finally found him.
Man, what a tragic story.
Yeah, that whole family.
They all say they're not cursed.
Well, they have their third and fourth generation that are still.
Well, one's kind of hot.
Lacey?
Yeah, that's Carrie's daughter.
She's a WWE girl.
And she retired in 2010. Yeah.
Didn't one of Kevin's sons was a quarterback at UT, wasn't he, for a while? Or a badass quarterback, I thought.
Maybe
been. Not. I don't know.
I don't remember. They've all went everywhere and did
I just
everything,
don't want to
man.
die from my colon rupturing.
What if it's...
Who would?
Have you had your appendix out yet?
No.
What if it's that?
Where's your appendix at? The pain. Because this
I think
is...
it's a little higher, like right in here or something like that.
This is low.
Lower?
Yeah.
Have you picked up anything heavy lately? Besides those balls?
No, just...
Call the bowling alley.
I was beating you to it before you said it.
How do you walk?
I just pick up my balls every day.
Like, what's his name? Randy in South Park, bouncing around town on my balls.
On your balls.
Randy Marsh.
Trying to get weed.
I am Lord. Yeah.
All right. 10 places you should visit Texas. Every Texan should visit before you kick the bucket. Now, I'm stealing this list from Junior Miller.
Okay.
Because I want to see.
I haven't heard this list. I wonder if I agree.
He put it on Twitter. And I
if
bring
Austin's
this up
in there, I'm out.
because he was on TV with Hannah Bata today.
If Austin's in there, then I don't respect him anymore.
Number 1, visit Big Ben. Done.
Yeah, and awesome. Recommend it.
We'll do it.
We'll
a
agree
few
to
more
that.
times. And because I don't feel like I've spent enough time out there yet after 3 trips.
I think
There's
we should
still
just
more
move
stuff.
out there. Move to Marfa.
Well, I was going to buy real estate out there and look at land, but you didn't
Well, I
come
guess
with
you could
me.
use
I didn't have
Andrew's fucking realtor then.
that's what I was hoping you'd come to help me broker this deal.
Now you got to use Andrew's.
I'm not using his. I was coming to you.
Like my realtor's supposed to show up anytime. I don't know.
He's licensed in the state. I think I can do it down here. I don't know. I don't know how all this works. I just want this land. I want these 20 acres.
Can we make sure there's peyote rights that are in the contract?
Well, we need to get 20 acres at $17,000 while it's still available.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's the getting all the building materials all the way out there and stuff. Actually, I bet you they have stuff all around there that we could make that happen.
I want the land, then I'll kill the animals and build the buildings out of animal bones.
There you go. Make it a elite escape too for people to.
Would local code allow you to do that though? That's my own.
There is no local code out there.
The
It's
code
no
is
man's
cowboy code.
land. Yeah.
Oh, like the
You
Dutton
cowboy?
Ranch.
You cowboy?
Cowboy.
You got a cowboy.
Yeah.
You got a cowboy everything. All right. Climb Guadalupe Peak, the highest spot in the state. Went to this.
I've done that.
I don't
No.
think I've done that.
Nope.
No, that's I didn't realize how tall it was until going there this trip. It was like, oh my God, that's tall.
Well,
It's way
how
up there.
tall is it? Do you know the exact number?
14,000 something feet.
14.
We have a
Holy shit.
14,000 foot peak here in Texas.
I'm almost positive that's what it is.
Damn,
Right?
that's awesome. We should climb that.
That's almost
Let's
as high as
see.
most.
I'm sorry, I lied. 8,700 feet.
Oh, I was gonna say, damn, 14,000. That's as high
But
as
it's
most
still-
flights.
Do they have Sherpas out there?
Sherpa.
Help me, man.
I would have gone up to see where the trail actually started, but
I love it when I make myself laugh.
the park was
I didn't
had it
get it.
closed. Okay, number 3, do Fiesta.
Instead of Sherpas, it would be just help me, man.
Have you ever done Fiesta in San Antonio?
Yes, I have.
I've done it too. So check that out.
And I ate at that
Not Fiesta,
fancy
Texas.
restaurant with that the cartels made with the big wood bar. What's that restaurant called? That's in the
On the river?
It's in the market. No, this is in the market.
Oh, in the market? I don't know.
Yeah. Yep, done that too. It's supposed to be the greatest Mexican food place in the world, but when you have it, you're just like,
Oh, kind of like Joe T's.
Like Joe T's.
exactly.
Where? Visit a Texas beach. Check.
Yep.
Check. How many have y'all been to though? Have you been to South Padre?
Yeah, I've been to South Padre.
Have you been to Corpus Christi or not? What is it?
No.
Body of Christ.
I've
the
been to
one-
I've been to Galveston.
Port
but I've-
Aransas.
Port Aransas.
Port Aransas.
But I won't swim in the
Yep.
water there. It's nasty.
Galveston.
Galveston's got nice
Surfside?
beaches. You can get that water and not freak out and die. It's
No.
not that nasty.
I'm just
Surfside?
You get it times a year.
You
if
know,
you go after a
it's
hurricane
all
or something,
times
it
of
is-
year. It's
it
all about the times of year.
Yeah,
It
if
looks
you're down
like
there
mu-
hurricane season, it'll look like
Mud water.
Yeah,
shit.
that's the last time I saw was hurricane season.
But like when I went down there last year, it was blue. You could get in there and see and stuff.
Remember when they had
things.
clear water for like 2 months down there?
Crystal clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've hit every beach.
They must have shut down the sanitation plants.
I'm pretty sure I have too. Except there is another Padre Island that's not considered South Padre. I don't know if I've been to that one, but I've been to South Padre.
I haven't been to.
Yeah, North Padre.
I guess I haven't been to Matagora, or
I never been there.
is it Mustang Island?
You've been to Mustang, I bet, haven't you?
I've been to Mustang. Anyway,
Matagora.
here's one I won't do now.
I went to Casino Beach in Lake Worth when it was still open.
Went to Crystal Beach.
Did you see the monkeys?
The monkeys.
Yeah, they had monkeys there, and they had like.
No, I
lions
don't
and stuff.
remember that. I just remember
to
there
Turtle
had been
Beach?
like this remote like deck and a slide that you could swim out to and slide off of it.
Oh, it
into
wasn't the
water.
old school Casino Beach. That was actually amusement park and all that.
Oh no, this was just a beach. Yeah.
Okay.
And Lake Worth. It's been closed since like '92 or '3.
Is this it? Are you dying? Is this it? Do we need to make a call? All right. The next one. Visit the West Texas Triangle. Marfa, Alpine, Fort Davis. See the Prada store. Visit the West Texas Triangle.
Alpha, Marpine, Fort Davis.
Marfa, Alpine, Fort Davis. See the Prada store. Coconut Field, McDonald Observatory. Check.
I was going to say you saw that on your last trip, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, from 2 weeks ago.
Let's see here. I'm pausing for time while he empties his intestines or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see here. For those wondering what Coconut Field is, it is a park in Alpine. It's a baseball stadium. I stayed at the hotel right across the street from it. One time went down to Big Bend, and the only place you could stay in that had rooms was Alpine. Marfa was booked up, and I didn't trust Presidio. Now I'd stay in Presidio. I didn't trust it.
Presidio.
Okay,
Presidio.
this is the one I will not do right now. But I've done it, but I will not do it again. Walk the trail at Lady Bird Lake in downtown Austin.
Yeah. Why not? Why don't you do it again?
There's a serial killer down there that keeps murdering people.
Yeah,
and I like how that is a punchline on all Austin podcasts now.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like Gateway
Joe
Park.
Rogan, Kill Tony. It's just everybody talks about it.
Oh.
They don't kill people at Gateway Park. They just suck you off.
No, yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's like the running.
You got to wear a yellow
that's
shirt.
like the running punchline here.
If
for
you
Fort
wear a
Worth
yellow
parks.
shirt, you're getting a blowjob at Gateway.
Yeah. And you got to back in. And what was the other thing? You got to know Ty Hernan, the country guy, because he got busted
It's
there.
like the speakeasy.
Yeah, that was it.
Hey, you guys know
I
Ty
found out that
Herman?
first from you guys.
I do know Ty.
So it's like, you
Drop
can
your
have butt
pants.
sex out there.
Drop your pants. Let me suck on that thing.
Have you ever done this?
Whoa.
Go to a six-man football game
yeah,
in a small
TCA.
town.
TCA was 6-man.
Was it?
My last 2 years I was going to school.
Hey, close that, for we're gonna get
shit.
infestation. I was gonna say an infection.
Infection.
Um,
from Skeeters.
So yeah, I've done that. I've done a 6-man game when I was younger. Huh? Junction, 6-man. London.
6-man too for a while, weren't they?
Yeah. The Junction Boys, yo.
That's right.
Raft or tube the Guadalupe River.
Done it.
I've done that.
Check.
I've done both of that. Tubed and raft.
I've done it too.
Ooh.
Saw buttholes on that trip that I didn't need to see.
I've seen a lot of wild stuff on the river.
There's a lot of wild stuff that happens.
That's the
on the
first
river.
time I ever saw Bush was on the river. I was like, whoa. It was like at 15 years old.
Really?
It blew my world. Like insta boner.
Oh, I was going to say, did they
You
play
guys,
it? Everything's
just
in
leave
and-
me in the draft. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit.
I know the first time I saw Foreign
There was
Bush,
so many boobs.
but I
over
don't
there.
know if I want to talk about it here.
No, I think you should. I think it would be a good bit, good part.
I can tell by the way you're covering your face that you're not going to say it. Just tell us.
I mean, I could.
Tell us off mic.
Was it down there?
Huh?
Was it? Is it down
No.
there?
It was
We've got Bush
in
Yep. Revenge of the
6th
Nerds too.
grade at our elementary school at Snow Heights. At 6th grade, we used to do these 6th grade graduation parties at Riverbend Country Club. Remember Riverbend Country Club?
Yeah. Yeah, over on
That's a
820.
blast from the past, man.
They had the swimming pool,
Yeah.
and they had the high dive.
It floods all the fucking
Sweet
time.
high dive,
'cause
too.
It's right
I
by
saw my first real live
Trinity.
bush there.
One of the lock guards.
Nope.
Don't say your mom.
Nope.
Don't say your friend's
Your
mom.
teacher.
Your teacher?
No.
An old lady.
Uh-uh. Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Do you really want to know? Do you really want to know?
I would like to know.
It's not my sister, is it?
Yes.
Oh!
She had a see-through bathing suit, and at one point it dropped down a little bit, and it was just all right there out.
I did not expect that. That might be a top 10 moment in Jerry Jonestown Massacre audio
And I
history.
wouldn't have thought about that if he wouldn't have said, the first place I saw Bush was down at the river, and I went, huh, where was the first place
He
I saw
immediately thought of that,
Oh,
too.
shit.
You can tell by the look on his face.
And I
he
went,
immediately
oh
thought
my
about
God.
that.
I know the first
Ooh.
real-life Bush I saw.
Well, and that
We don't have to talk about it, Matt. You
all
don't
I'm
have
gonna
to.
say is that remember a couple of years ago she
Oh,
accidentally
no.
posted a topless picture of her on Facebook of herself
Yeah.
on Facebook.
What?
From one of
I
the
didn't think you could do that.
well, it's from one of the North Texas burns.
Well, she screwed up, right? She screwed up and posted it. She didn't mean to post
yeah,
it.
she didn't mean to.
It's like supposed
I
to go to
don't
a
know if
private
I've-
group or something, but it turned
I
her
don't know if I've
profile
ever met
picture
your
or something.
sister, Thomas. Did she ever come see Steadfast?
She did a couple times, yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
She doesn't live here anymore. She moved to Spokane, Washington.
Oh, that'd be nice. Living in Spokane.
Yeah, she moved at the
How'd she like it?
first of the year. She loves it.
Oh, yeah. She was worried about Trump, wasn't she? Or Abbott? Was it Abbott? or
Yeah, I mean, she didn't give me any details.
She doesn't listen to this, does she?
No, she doesn't.
Okay, good.
If she did, she
Oh.
would stop in about 3 minutes in.
Or 3 minutes ago.
Or 3 minutes ago.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
forgot all
expect
about
that.
that. Yeah.
I did not expect that to come.
Would probably
That
could be
way.
reason.
Wait.
I want to
Yeah.
forget about it.
I'm disheveled.
Yeah.
You
I
just
didn't
threw
even-
an e-brake into the show.
It was out of my mind until you brought that up, and I was like, well, where was... Oh, shit, 6th grade. Yeah.
That's wild. How old was she?
Well, 6th grade, you're like
No.
11, 12.
Oh, y'all were the
12,
same
13.
age?
Yeah, we were the same
Okay.
age. We went to school together. We were...
I don't even know if I had any bush going on in the 6th grade.
She did.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, Matt.
It's funny, though. It's good for podcast.
I'm glad you figured it out before I had to say it. Shit. All right. Next up, visit
What a wild
Paladuro.
story.
Visit Paladuro Canyon.
Yes.
Been there. Check.
Most of these we've done.
Yeah.
So I guess we're cool people to
We're
Craig
cool.
Miller, huh?
I guess we can die.
Well, I might be about to.
The last one, and I need to see where it's at. It says drive RR 337 from Vanderpool to Leakey or all the way to Camp Wood. It's the most beautiful drive in Texas.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think there's some places that. Are you talking about the place that was by the golf course, the golf resort?
I don't know where RR 37.
This because I think that was the most beautiful Texas highway I've ever drove on. The one that I laid down on.
No, yeah,
Is
that
that it?
one. No. That
think
one
that's
has
the
been
most-
rated as the best one,
Yeah, I think it is.
and we just did.
I
it
remember.
again.
I remember when we drove through there. I was like, man, I wish I wasn't so hungover.
Ranch Road 337, Median,
I'd like to
Hamilton.
enjoy this. What about
Let's see where it's
Goatman's
at.
Bridge?
You can die if you've seen Coke Brand's Bridge. This is down by Los Maples. Oh, I have done this one. We did this one when we went to Junction. That drive was gorgeous. So I can check it off. Yeah, that's the one that goes from Leakey over to Los Maples. North of Vanderpool. Yeah. Because someone told us, a biker told us, we were at Garner State Park, and the biker goes, you need to take this Ranch Road 337. It's the most beautiful one if you're going up to Los Maples. Because Garner and Los Maples aren't that far apart. It's like, okay. Went up there and hit it, and it cuts through the hills, and it's all big, treed. You feel like you're in the Northeast.
Yeah.
It's that style, yeah. Yeah. Hear that, Susie? Yeah.
Yeah. Susie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Susie.
So, yeah, check them all off. That's a pretty good list.
Check?
I'll give him.
You said check,
I'll
right?
give him that. Yeah, check.
Okay.
Check them all off.
It was blurred a little bit. It sounded a lot like you were jacking everyone off all of a sudden. Like, jack it all off.
Jack it all off.
Jack them all off.
So I just got a call, or just got a message. It seems Billy Idol is already asleep.
Are you kidding me?
Well, he is 70, so he needs some
It's
rest.
9:30.
He took his Ambien.
And Billy Idol is asleep.
Wake him up. Tell Miss Idol to wake him up.
Apparently,
he had a hard day.
He's doing. Oh, let's go look this up. I guess he's doing a show every other day because he's so old. So this is a day off,
and he's not willing to. He's not willing to change his schedule.
I bet the Stones are like pussy.
I thought this guy liked to party and rock the cradle of love.
Yeah.
Okay, he did his last show on the 4th, Sunday, and Friday is his next show. That's 3 days in between shows.
Yeah, must be nice.
So let's see how it starts. I might still go tomorrow.
Where's it at? What venue is it?
Dickies. So we got.
I wish you tickets.
Cradle
Excuse
of
me,
Love.
guys.
He intros with Still Dancing, then Cradle of Love, which he's got a new album out called Still Dancing. Then Flesh for Fantasies 3.
Whoa.
That sounds like the name of a porn movie.
Jeez.
Flesh for Fantasies awesome. We played that.
Yeah. You did play that.
Oh.
Yeah, that song's awesome. Dude, that's like a... Yeah, that song's fun to play on bass, too. Eyes Without a Face is 6. Then, see, Steve Stevens, guitar solo, Over the Hills, Stairway to Heaven, Eruption. Why does everybody covering Eruption now?
Eruption.
I don't know. Leave it alone.
And then
5 years since Eddie Van Halen passed, I think the statute of limitations is.
Moni Moni.
Did you screenshot something?
I did. Moni Moni.
Alimony.
Then
Alimony.
Blue Highway, Rebel Yell at 13, 14 Dancing with Myself, 15 Hot in the City, 17 White Wedding, then 18 they did Happy Birthday to You because it was Steve Stevens' birthday when they were in Austin. That's probably what's going on.
Is that where he...
Damn.
Someone got it.
Is that the...
I heard that too. Glass pack.
Spider.
Did we order a...
918 Spider.
Nah.
What would you do if all of a sudden we heard this loud noise and we went out front and there's a spider?
For me? Yeah.
Just drop. Hey, Dustin.
For me?
It's
Is this
Susie.
for me?
I bought you a present.
Is this for me? That one that I saw them unbox in
Fort Worth?
Vaquero,
Yeah.
it took them forever to get it out of that truck.
Every time
They
I
had
see
to
a
set
video
everything
of
up.
it,
I
it
was
takes
like,
forever.
Good God. But is this for me?
Man, I can't imagine that having a car like that. You have to think about the roads you go down before you go down them.
When I saw that guy down in Houston that had the other one,
Because they're that low to the ground like a lot of
the
sports
Porsche,
cars.
that's what he said.
They
He's
gotta
like,
have
I
huge
hate-
skid plates.
He goes,
though.
I love this car, but I hate having to plan where I'm going to drive it.
Yeah.
Because he could barely get into the Ferrari dealership because he pulled it up there because they were having a big Ferrari show. And he's like,
Look at this
fuck
bitch."
Ferrari. Look at a real car. And literally everybody walked over to look at his car.
Yeah. I think I would too.
Yeah.
I'd walk over there for a GT3. What's going on?
Remember when I used to see
Megs.
those all the time at
Texas Motor Speedway?
no, what's that golf course where they copied all the holes?
Oh, it's Trophy over in Trophy Club, right?
North of Trophy Club.
I used to sell beer there.
With they used to have the
Yeah.
lighthouse and they'd tear it down.
Yeah, the guy that
The
runs it's
spyglass
cool
one?
as shit too, man.
What was that called? God damn it.
That drives me nuts.
How come when I
used to
start
go there
doing the
once a
show,
week. I used to go there once a week, and I can't remember it.
218.
218.
Why is it every time we start the show, I like lose my mind? Like I can't think of anything.
I think it's because it's the end of the day, and we've gone through a full day of work. We're all like, I think that's why
so
we do
donate
that.
to the show so we can do this in the mornings.
That'd be great. If would be the perfect schedule would be show up at 11 at the studio, do the show at 1.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Perfect.
If someone said, you know what, we're going to censor you, but you're going to get paid a lot of money, and your work schedule is going to be 11 to 1, I'd be like, I'm in.
And you don't have to worry about getting your own advertisers. We'll take care of that.
We'll take care of that, but you got to watch what you say. I'd be totally in.
Okay. If we'll have someone that will go get our own advertisers, our own money, that's fine. Speaking of advertisers, the Yellow Rose.
The Yellow Rose.
Executive producer Jimmy Perez.
You know what? I need to cut him up
what
voiceover.
I thought you said I need to cut him up. I was going to say, what the fuck did he do to you?
Why would I do that?
I don't know. That's why I was asking.
Violent, Matt.
The only promo I have right now is the
the AI one?
Stubbalino's.
Stubbalino.
Which is pretty good.
We did a Stubbalino.
Remember?
I thought that was AI.
I did. It was. We need to do them all in AI.
That was fun.
You know, that's a thing now. Like when on Voices 1, 2, 3, where I troll to let suckers let me do voiceovers for them. That's a thing now. You can do AI voiceovers. Which is funny to me.
You loan your voice to the AI.
Yeah.
Because they'll do it on 11 Labs.
Oh, so it's your voice, but you'd use AI. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just, hey, you can cut this. We need like a female voice, and I'm like, well, shit, I'll just use AI and do it.
Hopefully this doesn't stop the show.
So I'm glad you told me that, because I'd have felt like a jackass if there was a call, like a casting call for something, and I sent in fucking a demo with a female AI voice, and they're like, what are you doing, you moron?
See if this works.
This wasn't myself anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I was tired and angry. My friends began to distance from me. I found myself watching more and more mainstream news, and I realized that things needed to change when I found myself standing in a parking lot, yelling at electric vehicles designed by a billionaire and fighting the urge to key them. I thought it was low T, but my testosterone levels all came back normal. After my fiance left me for another man, I knew something needed to change. That's when one of my friends turned me on to Stubbalino's.
Stubbalino's is a non-FDA approved drug that has been proven to treat men who find themselves in a world of disarray. Formulated and designed by internationally renowned podcaster Matthew Stubbs, Stubbalino's targets unusual feelings while helping you control actions that seem strange or out of your comfort zone.
I got a shit.
Take one of these before a meeting, an event, or even a podcast, and your fears, anger, and despair will melt away.
I like to party.
Ever since I've started taking Stubbalino's, I've become the life of the party.
You need to find out.
My coworkers enjoy being around me. Women find me irresistible and charming, making it way easier to tie them up and throw them into the trunk of my car. And look at this erection that won't go away. It's marvelous.
Check with your doctor before taking Stubbalino's. Side effects may include
you know what?
loss of sight and smell,
if I get through with my work this week, there might be some
sleep,
retribution
sleep,
coming.
Vomiting, hallucinations,
I've got another one I need to make.
low sperm count, excess salivia, itchy gums, disappearing finger
I've been
rings,
thinking
loss
about
of
doing
height
it
or
anyway.
budding anal seepage, and rectal bleeding.
There
If
might
you don't
be
have
some
an erection while taking
retribution.
Stubbalino's, ask for your money back.
Just listen to some of the testimonials of other proud users of
Here we go.
Stubbalino's.
I used to drag ass when doing my morning show before Stubbalino's, but now I can do it in 17 other shows a day now. I even took 2 before sitting down with the mayor, and she never noticed my throbbing
AI,
back.
Andrew sounds just
Ever
like
since I started
Andrew,
taking a
man.
handful of Stubbalino's in the morning, I no longer have the overwhelming desire to shoot up a mall. Thanks, Stubbalino's.
AI
All I used to do was think about animal dicks, horse dicks, duck dicks, tarantula dicks, porcupine dicks, pig's dicks, you name the dick, and I was thinking about it. But not anymore thanks to Stubbalino's. Now I can be more productive at work and for society.
Reminds me of
Stubbalino's has
Ozempic
changed my
commercial.
life, and it will change yours too.
Yeah, it will. Now get over here, you sexy beast.
Between that and your anal cream, man.
How did y'all know about keying Teslas like back then? It hadn't started happening, had it?
No, it had. I mean, it's only about a month old. When
So
I
that
made
was
it.
it was
I was
it
gonna
was
say,
after
that's
the
gotta be
election and stuff?
recent.
Yeah, yeah, it was
I didn't know
only
it was
a
that
month
new.
ago.
Okay.
No, and I've got another one I got to make.
I'm gonna start making.
I got another commercial I need to make. It's about the comfort doll.
That's
Like, where did someone touch you?
No, you know the what do you call it? You need the companion doll. I told you
Oh
about
yeah,
this.
yeah.
The Peter and Dave companion dolls.
That sounds funny.
My daughter was being picked on at the playground.
Fuck
she
you.
had low self-esteem issues.
I'm a
She was
Reagan-era
tired of
conservative.
being bullied at school, so I bought her the Peter doll.
Fuck you.
If you
I'm
push
a
the
Reagan-era conservative. That sounds funny. We should stop the
fuck
show and
you,
just work
pussy.
on that.
So
And then-
that'll be the
and then-
next
and
one.
then, I'm gay.
I'm gay.
I don't know.
I
I
just
have enough
want-
ammo. I just want
Love a man
love and
ammunition,
I'm
man.
gay. I'm blind. We should do that. A combo of the.
I'm gay. I'm
I'm
blind.
I'm gay. I'm blind.
gay. I do have a bunch of.
What if Cynthia Aziega? How do you say her name again? Aziega.
Iziega?
Yeah. You know, I heard a comedian do a bit that makes a lot of sense to
Jerry
do.
Jonestown Massacre. Is your show about Jerry Jones football?
No, it's all a play on words.
Is that Tim?
That's Brendan.
Yeah, it
Shaw.
was like a cult where everybody died. They all drank
Is that
poison.
Waco?
That's
I don't
Tim
know where
Dillon.
it was.
Down south America.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If it didn't happen here, I don't care.
Yeah, it really doesn't affect us.
Yeah. I
The
need.
name did come from. Anyway,
Those guys are so lucky I didn't show up to that.
so you can whip their ass.
I'd have been like, "Fuck's your problem, dude? You think you're funny?
You're not that big, Brendan.
You did a UFC show, huh?
Oh, look at you.
Oh, and you,
Thinking
Tim,
you're all cool.
Look, I did a thing about Megan McCain, and now Joe Rogan likes me, and
Now
I'm a
look at
rock
me.
star.
Oh.
Meh.
Yeah.
I used to be a fat schlub that did a bunch of drugs.
And now I have 8 specials on Netflix.
Now I'm on Fox
Look at
News
you.
Stories. We
That
didn't.
was
We
funny.
didn't say.
That was
We
funny
did
as
not talk
shit.
about that, did we?
No.
What?
We share a guest of Fox News that happened while y'all were in down at Big
Yeah.
Bend.
What was it, Tim Dillon?
Yeah.
Oh,
A
shit.
long spot too, like with
Yeah.
Sean Hannity.
It was funny. Golly.
Did they
He
not
just-
know his background? They haven't listened to his jokes, obviously.
It's like they don't understand that he's coming there to fuck with them
Yes.
the whole time, and they don't realize it.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's just hilarious. Did you hear about his? Have you watched his new special?
No,
No,
I haven't yet.
Absolutely amazing. It's so great.
Is it on
It's
Netflix?
So great. It's on Netflix.
Okay, cool.
Honestly, the stuff that I heard, man, back in the day, I was like,
No, this
but
is on.
he's a worker and is always working on his game. And ever since
Well-
then, when I've seen anything he does, he's gotten better. So I imagine
well,
it's really
He's
good.
talking about his dinners with RFK and
Oh, really?
what's her name and stuff. Yeah,
Oh, Tulsi Gabbard?
yeah. But so after watching it, listened to him with Rogan on the podcast while we were out in West Texas driving around, and what cracked me up is that he wanted to call the special "My Son's Pussy," but Netflix wouldn't
wouldn't do
allow
it?
him. No.
So what is it called, actually?
I forgot what it's called.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, he's definitely got his chops.
Something
down now,
about my
though.
mother, or I'm your mother, or something like that.
Didn't you tell me he was grinding hard though? Like you told me that he was like, "This is a full-time grind. This is
Yeah.
all I do."
Yeah,
and
I'm your mother. You were right.
I'm your
I'm
mother.
your mother.
Yeah,
And
it's
it was
great.
going to be what?
My son's
a
pussy.
My
no,
son's
my
pussy?
son's pussy. Because he does. The end of the show is a giant, like, bit on transgender stuff, and like how if you're gonna do it, you just gotta own it. Like if these kids are gonna do it, you just gotta own it. And if they
Yeah.
get in trouble, you gotta be like, you know what? I'm taking your dick away from you. Like it's hilarious the way he lays it out.
Like it's punishment. You know
Yeah.
what? I got that put on you. I'll take that dick right off like that.
Yeah. Like he's like, we
Yeah.
take their phones away from them, we take their electronics away from them. Well, if they want to do this, then yeah, I'm gonna take your tits right off your
Did
body.
you hear what happened today? By the way,
No,
with
what?
the trans scene.
No.
No more in the military.
Oh, yeah, I
It
did-
was-
I did hear
Supreme
that,
Court
yeah.
came down with their decision saying no mas. So
It seems like that could be an issue. I could see like if they're on a bunch of drugs and stuff
yeah,
that can alter your mind state, your mental state,
Yeah,
or
hormone
whatever, while you're
replacement or
going
whatever
through
else, yeah.
the transition or whatever. I can understand that. I could see that. But what if you've already made it? What if you're already done? Like you've already gone through everything.
I mean, if you can lift up the required weight and drag soldier from death, and in other words, you've taken care of yourself, and you're trans, I don't see a problem with it. I mean,
Is that what the women have to do?
But the problem is, I think the problem is this though.
You have to carry
At some point, everyone's going to have to admit that women's sports is being attacked. Okay, that's a fact at this point.
Yeah.
They got to do something. They got to think of something to fix this thing because it's not right to tell trans people that they can't do athletics, but you can't have males beating the shit and almost killing females in sports.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to do something.
You should only be able to do that on Sunday nights after a
Cowboys lost to the Redskins.
Yes.
On your way out.
You can beat a woman.
After you spent your whole check from the oil fields of East Texas, which is not that great.
Or West Texas.
You brought them the whole squad in, all bought them Deion Sanders and Troy Aikman jerseys, or I guess it'd be Michael Irvin. Yelled at the top of your lungs, bought $700 worth of beer, $700 worth of food, and then the Jerry Jones lays an egg with his sorry-ass football team. He's upset, and he's got to take it out on someone. Come here, Thomas.
Get over here.
Get over here right now. This is the worst idea ever, you bitch.
You look like a girl, Thomas.
My son's pussy. Yeah.
Fucking moth.
I don't know.
That's cool, though.
It's
that
like a moth
we've
to the
had someone that's been on a national studio set doing the new, like on a national. That's prime time still, too, Dustin. You have accolades now. You have some accolades.
Yeah. And he has said our name in some weird places, too.
Who?
Tim has.
He has?
Yeah.
Really? Like what?
Because the name is silly.
So he thinks he remembers it?
Yeah, he does.
Huh. We need to have him back on.
Yeah.
That's probably, that boat's probably sailed, huh? That train has sailed.
Maybe. I don't know.
That was one of my favorite
have you
side
texted
episodes.
him lately?
Well, I had he probably changed his number. But yeah, I got, that time we went out to NAMM, I texted him and he was out of town. He goes, man, I'm out of town.
Oh yeah, because he's living in LA now, isn't he?
Well, he was at the time.
I think he still is.
But he was like, but still go to the Comedy Store and hang out. There's a lot of good people there. I was like, shoot.
Did you send him a dick pic?
I said, here's Matt's dick that he
Here's
sent
Matt's
to everybody
pussy.
at a This is my
Matt's pussy.
This is my co-host pussy. He sent it to everybody at a wedding.
Dude, if he lived here, how many? We'd have him on once a month, probably. He'd fit right in with our little scene.
Did you see that the Red River right now is about to
Oh gosh, I
go
can
over
imagine.
35?
Dude, they already shut down Lake Worth.
Yeah, they did that on Saturday. That
The
was
bridge?
weird. No,
Or the whole lake?
You're not supposed to be on it because
It's
there's
like, you've got to the
too
bridge.
much water.
Yeah, there's been a lot of liquid that's come from the sky. Did you see that video of the blue rain? Some guy, it could be fake because it looks like
no, I didn't know about this.
Windex. Yeah, someone was like, "What kind of shit is this? It's raining blue water."
Everybody's
And there was puddles of blue. It looked like when you put that little tablet in the toilet and it turns your water blue.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's worried about chemtrails.
I like how they think that this is new too.
2,000
I remember
flushes, yeah.
chemtrails back when we were in high school.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the
Fucking millennials,
biggest
dude.
things we talked about when we first started the show was chemtrails and the difference between a chemtrail and a contrail.
Chemtrail?
Because you can see them.
Sorry?
Oh. Yeah, that's it. Post Malone's at Billy Bob's right now in case you want to go see him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah,
Doing
the
his,
son of the dude who caters the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, yeah. He also has done some albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a
Dustin
few
didn't want to
things.
have him in on the show. He thought he was a spare.
He was a loser.
Yeah. Was it because he wanted to talk about his
Guy's got tattoos on his knuckle
cameo in
stubs.
in the Roadhouse movie remake on Prime?
He's got a neck tattoo stubs.
We don't need
those type of guys in our studio.
The hell with having Post Malone in. Let's have Dave Cave in.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
Are they friends or something?
No.
That'd be funny if Dave Cave was friends with Post Malone.
He may be.
They're the same age, aren't they?
It could be.
Yeah, Post turned 30 this year.
I bet you Posty would be all about the Jerry Jonestown podcast show. He'd be like, fuck Joe Rogan. This is the shit right here.
Yeah, he's like the golden retriever of the pop music world.
Golden retriever of the pop music world.
Yeah, because he's like super cool with like all his fans. I've never seen a video of him.
Was
Dime
a golden retriever of the metal world?
Yeah, I would say so.
I want you to break down animals and
I do
in
too.
the metal world. I want to know these dogs.
Who's a pit bull?
Yeah, who's a pit bull? Lars.
No, he's more like a Chihuahua.
Yeah, he's a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the
pit bull in the metal world? This is a good conversation. You
I think
piqued my interest.
I think
now.
Brent from Mastodon is a husky, or not a husky, a chow.
A chow.
Looks like a chow.
Or maybe
Red
it's Saint
chow.
Bernard.
But then Troy is a husky.
Troy's a husky.
Yeah, Troy would be a husky. What
Yeah.
the fuck? There's a June bug on the table.
Yeah, that happens.
And it's
sometimes.
still May, so why the fuck are they even around?
Do you think they have to get permission to come out in June?
I was making a dumb joke, man. Come on.
I was
Okay,
too.
so back to the subject at hand.
Aren't they a month early?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
But they can come out whenever. They don't have rules or regulations where they have to get a pass to come out in May rather
Hold
than
on.
June.
I'm still interested in this.
I am too. We're getting sidetracked. I am too.
Who's the wiener dog of the metal world?
That's got to be
See,
Snoop.
the
Oh no,
dachshund?
Snoop is
He's metal.
He's hip hop.
and he's a Doberman.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Who would be the dachshund? I don't know. Maybe like
What's Vince Neil?
Dio.
Dio's dead.
I know. Well, so is Dimebag, but you guys referenced him.
Oh yeah.
What about Vince Neil?
Vince Neil.
What would he be?
The abominable snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. that meme's already been.
What? We're talking about
Gone to
dogs.
heads.
Where are you going with this? Back
I'm
on the
trying-
track. Pull the car back.
Okay, okay. Vince Neil would be a, oh my god, like a Shar-Pei or something, some fucking big ass overweight
wrinkled?
dog. Yeah, and wrinkled.
What about Till?
Till Lindemann?
Yes.
Oh shit, he'd be a
German Shepherd.
German Shepherd for sure. Yeah,
That's too
Dave-
easy,
not
wouldn't
just because he's German, but because of his stature.
Dave, what's his fuck from?
Dave Grohl?
Oh, David Draymond.
Yeah.
He's like a mutt pit bull that
He'd
has
be like a boxer.
Yeah, like a boxer. He looks mean, but he's not.
He's not.
He's just
Yeah.
a.
He sits in the back of the
Just
crate.
going, "Rah, rah, 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 rah."
He's loud, but he's not.
So
Just pick it up and throw it.
what?
At the
June
at
bug?
the, yeah, it's right over there. Just throw it at the
Okay.
screen over there. Rah! Pop it. There he goes. It sticks. What about yeah, we still need a wiener dog.
Wiener dog.
Well, I said Dio.
But I don't like Dio's not a wiener
Perry
dog.
Farrell.
Maybe Klaus Meine from.
No, Perry Farrell's too flamboyant, isn't he?
Well, he's not metal either.
What is
dog.
Jonathan Davis?
Let's see. God,
I would say he's just a mutt.
Well, there was that video
mix
where
of
they cover Ward Up and they were all.
What's
had their
Chino?
Faces superimposed over dogs.
Another mutt.
Yeah, Chino would be a mutt.
Not a.
No.
No.
Chihuahua's all attitude,
Yeah.
but has nothing
Sure.
to back it up, like Lars.
Yeah.
You're all
exactly.
attitude.
Yeah, Chino's cool.
Yeah, Chino's cool.
Chino would be like a, I don't know, like a.
Hey, man, the chat room want to join in on this? Like, what a metal singer
I want to
artist
expand
with
it.
a-
I want to
I
expand
like
it to
this.
other.
I like where we're going.
What about a?
What about Dave Mustaine?
Oh yeah.
He's another shitty Chihuahua, probably.
No, he's like he's a golden retriever, but he's an Irish setter.
Irish setter. I was gonna
Irish
say
setter,
Irish
except he
setter.
got kicked by a horse, so he's crazy.
Do Irish setters hate the Jews?
No, I don't think so.
Because he does.
I haven't
And
Dave
the-
Mustaine
and-
hates the Jews. I
And
didn't
he's
know
a
that.
Holocaust denier, so we got to put all that in. He's kind of a piece of shit.
Dave? Yeah.
Yeah, real
I think
bad.
all Daves are. Thanks, Matt.
I'm gay, all right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Interesting game here.
I like
Let's
this.
see.
I like this. Let's see.
Who would King Diamond be? I'm thinking like a circus dog because he dresses up.
King Diamond's like a what do you call the border collie?
Border collie?
Yeah,
A
he's got a
border
border
collie.
collie. King Diamond's got to be a border collie because he's got the black and white.
Yeah.
What about let's think of someone. Marilyn Manson. He's a Chihuahua for sure.
No, he's a whippet.
Whip.
A whippet. I
Yeah.
don't even know what a whippet is.
I don't either. I thought that was a drug that you.
I thought it
like
was
a-
something you did at parties.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
like
that
a
was
miniature.
gas.
It's like almost
Isn't that
like a
like
miniature
laughing gas?
No, it's almost like a miniature greyhound.
Who's a greyhound?
Ooh.
Braun.
Braun.
Yeah.
He's a greyhound.
Braun Daly would be a greyhound. Yeah. Let's see.
We need some bitches, some female dogs. Let's get some bitches in this.
Let's see, like
Get the clothes off, bitch.
I don't know, like Lita Ford or
Does that sound like Grego?
Lita Ford.
the
How
chicks
about
from Vixen.
You want to hear something crazy? When we first started the podcast show, while you are still thinking of these, when we first started the podcast show and Seth was on the show, I don't know if it was when I was drunk or what, but I hated. This is why I don't listen to our show ever. I hated listening to me because I thought I sounded like Grego. I'd just say stuff like this out of nowhere and just sound like a retard or a non-smart person, I guess, like a country bumpkin, a slow adult. And then
get the clothes off, bitch.
I remember listening a couple of times, and I was like, dude, I sound like Grego.
I'm trying to think. I'm looking at all these photos I have. What's
Of,
Sammy
rock stars?
Hagar?
Oh,
Sammy Hagar?
And Steve Vai.
He'd be like a
Steve Vai.
Sammy Hagar would be a standard poodle.
Steve Vai is like I would say he's a miniature pincher.
You already did Till. We got him.
What do you think? Miniature pincher for Steve Vai?
Maybe.
What about
a hairless dog? What are they? What about homeboy from Iron Maiden?
Which one?
Steve Harris?
Let's do Steve Harris, the bass player, first.
What about Gene Simmons?
I'm going to start coming to you with all these. And when a metal rock star dies, you have to say
the dog
that they would be in real life.
And then
I'll accept that challenge.
And Dustin will go on and say what section of Walmart you can buy their shitty music in.
I will.
Does Walmart even carry music anymore?
Here's a girl, Taylor Momsen.
Oh, Taylor Momsen, yeah.
What kind of dog is she?
Pretty reckless. Let me see.
Does that help?
Well, yeah, I know what she looks like.
What is Maynard?
Afghan.
What about Maynard?
Oh, he'd be a hairless dog.
What kind?
Is
there a jiu-jitsu dog?
What about these two?
I don't know.
An eyeball dog?
Oh,
there you
Bon
go.
Scott and
Yeah.
not Bon Scott, Brian Johnson.
Those are a couple of
Angus
mutts,
Young.
dingo warriors.
Yeah, definitely mutts.
Dingoes.
Well, because
Dingoes.
they're both
Dingo
Scottish
dog.
and they have an Australian band.
Yeah. That's very weird. You leave Scotland to go to Australia to start a band.
Well, Bon Scott was
Well, yeah, he was Scottish
He
too.
was-
I know.
Bon Scott was Scottish?
Yes.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I thought was there anybody in AC/DC
And
that
Brian
was
Johnson
from
was
Australia?
their driver.
Phil Rudd.
He was from
yeah,
Australia?
Yeah, Phil Rudd's from Australia, and so
Or
was
still is.
their original
Yes.
singer and their original.
I thought Bon Scott was the original singer.
There's
no,
one other
no,
before
they're-
that.
yeah, at Dave Evans and his brother Mark. They were
What
both,
albums was Dave Evans on?
None, but his brother Mark was on their first two. He was a bassist for their first two albums before
They need
Cliff.
they need their own icon series on Gibson behind the board. Whatever
Yeah.
it is. Okay, so
There's got to be some good documentaries about AC/DC.
if you're a music nerd,
Which
You
we
must-
and we'll keep this going.
If not, just you know what to do.
yeah,
Go. Don't watch any Tools.
don't
shows
watch any
live.
Tool shows. But so last night I'm watching our friends on Paratheory, the podcast. They did their video podcast, and I was watching them, and then like YouTube, it does its thing and it rolls over, and there is a 3.5, almost 4-hour video on the making of Angel Dust on YouTube right now. 4 hours.
Faith No
Is that the
More's
one you
album,
watched?
Angel Dust.
No,
Did you
I
tell me
watched
the
the
next
short
one?
one. So anyway,
Not the actual substance.
I'm going through Paratheory plays, and then it jumps to a video of.
So I'm going to be watching stuff for 4 hours tonight. We need to
Sounds
cut
like it.
this off so I can go home and start watching all this Faith No More stuff.
So I start watching this video it's this dude. What's his name? His face is right here on my screen right now. Let me see if I can. No, shut the fuck up.
What about
How do you
Phil? What's Phil? What's Phil?
Shut up.
I'm broken.
There we go.
What's Phil?
Oh, as far as what dog he is?
Yeah.
Oh God, he's got to be like a fucking pit bull or something.
Nah, Mastiff.
All right, so Scott's Bass Lessons pops up, and it's basically
Yeah, I've
like
seen his channel.
His channel, and he has Rex on.
Oh, cool.
Have you seen this one with Rex?
No, I haven't.
It's fairly new. So Rex is breaking down different songs with Pantera. He's recording down stuff now. He's showing off his basses. But he goes through his picking style, how he plays all this stuff. And I'm watching that video. I'm like, okay. So the next video pops up, and it's from Gibson on Gibson's page. It's called Behind the Soundboard with Faith No More recording The Real Thing. And
it's probably one of the
I get
best
about
things
10
I've
minutes
watched
into
in,
it,
like,
and I send him the link, and then I send it to the Nam Boys.
it was an immediate stop down.
Well, I'll look it
you'll
up.
love it.
Never mind.
And
everybody listening too, check this out. Can we link it?
Maybe,
might link
yeah,
it.
probably. But it
too much work.
I'll put it in the show notes. Come grab it out of the show notes. I'll
It
put
is
in the show
awesome.
Notes.
Okay.
It's awesome, but it's their producer engineer talking about recording The Real Thing.
How it was lightning in a bottle, kind of.
How he was so depressed and disappointed in it until he started getting gold and silver records and winning awards.
Well, he was sick of it. He had listened to. He didn't want to hear it for 15 years.
Did not like it. Like he thought he did a shitty job on it. And I want to pull it up just because of the last.
About when he's talking about the meaning, how music changed or helped people.
Yeah, I want to pull this up because
it's not usual. You don't usually hear the producer say that. That means whoever was talking to him was probably another rock star. You know.
This is okay. So, like I said, Gibson has their own page. Just put in Gibson Behind the Board, Faith No More, and this will come up. Yeah. So it's a 30-minute documentary, right? And it's none of the band's in it. It's just
that producer.
Just him.
The producer.
Yeah. So
Matt
good.
Wallace is his name.
Okay, yeah, he's
and
done a lot of stuff.
So what else has he done?
I mean, that I know of, but nothing that comes to my mind.
Well, I'm going to look it up while y'all talk.
That's what I was wondering. Was like what came. We were talking about this before the show. It's not like a trap question or anything. Like if you knew other stuff he did.
Yeah, not off the top of my head.
So at the end of the interview, he says this, and I had to rewind it and watch it twice because this hit me hard. The ending hit me hard.
Yeah.
And
it's cool though. It's
cool.
One of the most. The thing is, what he says at the end. Well, roll the tape.
Yeah.
In a room with somebody at the moment of creation, and there's still people out there making amazing, incredible, inspiring music that is still essential, and that moves me, and that I feel the world has to listen to or has to hear. They have to listen to it, but they have to hear it. And I think that music at its very base level is entertainment, but in the right circumstance with the right lyric at the right moment, I think it's essential. And I've heard this from enough people that certain songs have had people decide to live another day.
It gets choked up.
That has actually happened. And to be part of that is incredible. You know, it's unexpected and it's incredible to be a part of something that somebody will actually go, yeah, I'm gonna stick around one more day because of this song or this band or whatever. And I'm not saying that's just the stuff I worked on. There's a lot of stuff that other people have done that does that for me. It does that for so many people. And I think music can be so essential in the right moment, the right time, that can really keep someone alive and keep them going. I think that's fantastic. You know, I think it's amazing.
Did you know, getting back to that's a powerful statement.
That is.
That there are certain songs that have made people decide to stay alive one more day.
I can't say that it hasn't happened to me, that I've been cruising down the road and that right song came on and I was like, you know what? Fuck this, man. I got this.
And I'm thinking of the wrong song that he's probably referencing.
So, he's thinking the whole album.
Yeah, I was just thinking about one particular song on the album.
Which one?
Surprise You're Dead.
Surprise You're Dead, yeah.
He said that's his favorite song, and that when he dies, he hope he dies to that song
so
playing.
Spot on. If
He's
you
like,
know
this
you're
song,
going to die and you're
if you
going
know
into
you're
battle
going
and
out,
you're about to get killed or something, and you're just going like,
that's
fuck
what
it.
you want blaring, because
Yeah.
that song is so just brutal and in your face.
Yeah, it is.
This documentary is rad.
I told you before the show started, honestly, that is the most influential album in my lifetime. Is that album is The Real Thing. I'll never forget. My friend gave it to me, the tape, and I never gave it back. It just became mine. I took the tape. Don, I'm sorry, man. I don't know if I still have it.
I think I stole my tape too from Jamin's brother Sean.
You're like, I'm not giving this one back. Yeah, that's the
I
way.
don't
There's a
Damn
few
good.
there's a few tapes that you had to do that on. You're like,
Yeah.
I can't give this back. It's mine now.
You let me borrow this, and I've listened to it,
Yeah.
and it has affected me in a weird way
Yeah.
that I don't know how to explain, but I'm keeping it.
So real quick on the nerdy part, did you know there were 2 piano tracks on that?
When he's
Indie?
talking about building the intro and how everybody's doing, or the
I had
outro.
no idea there was 2 guitar. There was one with
Everybody's
Rowdy was playing
doing-
one, and the what's the keyboardist's name, Matt?
Roddy.
That's Roddy.
No, Rowdy and
Roddy Bottom.
Bottom, and then someone else played the second, or was it both him?
No, I
Did
thought
he play both? But I never knew there was 2 tracks. I thought it was just one broken down piano. I didn't know there were stacked tracks on that.
Well, and my entire life listening to it, I guess I thought that he was playing it high and low at the same time.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
as he was
that's what
going
I thought.
through. And no, it's
2 tracks.
It's 2 stacked tracks, and then
One's an electric.
because he's talking about
Then one's an acoustic.
he's doing his own thing, and Kim's doing his own thing, or
Oh, that ending.
the ending. Isn't that his name?
Kim. You mean
No,
Jim?
Jim.
Jim.
Jim is off playing his
You thinking
own
Ken Tile?
shit on
Sound good?
guitar, and then Billy's over here doing his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that whole album was pretty much written by Billy on
No.
a
And
4-track?
handed to him, handed to the producer, like, yeah, we got everything structured, ready.
Yeah,
They
here
did a
you
little
go.
bit of structuring when Mike came in.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I didn't realize that Billy had basically written that. You got to watch.
I think
this.
I
It's
had
really
heard.
Yeah.
I think I had heard that about Billy was pretty instrumental in writing most of the stuff.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite bassists too.
I've learning when we did
He
Faith
did
No
it.
More.
He did the other track, didn't he? Didn't
Maybe
he
it
play
was
the
Billy
piano
did the other
on
one.
the-
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, maybe he did because he's multi instrumental.
yeah, well, they're all
Instrumentals.
MIT guys,
Yeah.
like or Berkeley.
Yeah,
Didn't they all
Berkeley.
go
Yeah,
to
Berkeley.
Berkeley?
Yeah.
I didn't know that
Before
that
it
part.
became Berkeley.
Yeah.
They went to Berkeley when it
When
was,
it was cool.
Yeah.
I'd still probably go to Berkeley
Yeah,
if it
before-
was
I
offered.
wouldn't.
If you got a free ride
I mean, if I got a free
I'd
ride,
go
I'll
out
go
there, man.
anywhere. I got to take a free ride
or
to,
MIT,
to Taco
music-
Jocko, but
well, I think.
it's pretty much as a free ride.
But there was so many little things that didn't it make you want to get produced by Matt Wallace? I was like, dude, I'd love to
Okay,
work
so
with
what
that
else
guy.
has he done?
Oh,
You
yeah,
looked it up.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Maroon 5.
Songs about June.
The Replacements, Don't Tell
a
a Soul.
Okay.
Paul Westenberg, 14 songs.
And since you're
let's
on it,
see.
I'll let you go ahead and do it all.
John Hyatt. Let's see.
Did
Or-
he?
3 Doors Down. Uh-oh. Never mind.
Sugar Cult. Start Static. Spin Doctors. Nice talking to me.
Spin Doctors. He's all over. Oh, he did Mushroom Head.
Mushroom Head. 13.
Deftones.
Deftones. Teething.
Did
Oh,
he
it's one
ever
of the-
record in Hansa?
Oh, Quiet Riot.
Come on.
Mental Health.
Yeah, Mental Health and
Oh, he did that,
Metal
huh?
Health and Come On, Feel the Noise, which is a cover.
Dave Matthews Band, B-52s.
If he didn't
Uh,
record in Hansa, I don't give a shit.
The thing is, he's not pigeonholed into just rock,
One
heavy
genre,
rock.
yeah.
It's like all over the place. But that's kind of the impression that he gave when he starts talking about how he got into it. I just can't imagine being that guy. And all of a sudden, need my strap? Okay.
To go piss.
These guys
Why
walking in, and because the way when you watch it tonight, he says, "I was just there, like I just happened to be the guy that they came to." He's like, "This thing was magic when it walked into the studio."
Yeah.
And it also, did you know they were going to be called Faith No Time? Was it Faith No Time? I think the original band was called Faith No Time or something like that.
Was
And
this
then-
before they got Chuck?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this was before they got Chuck.
Probably.
I don't know if it was when what's her face was
What,
jamming
Courtney?
with Courtney Love. Which was that in between Chuck and Mike, or was that
No, that was before.
Chuck?
That was before they settled on a lead vocalist. The one they were
So
auditioning.
before Chuck?
Yeah, she was one of the auditioners.
Oh,
yeah,
that'd been wild.
That's what I heard.
But
Yeah.
anyway, it was just cool the way this guy describes the music and the way he's sitting around, and you can see him jamming to it while he's talking about what they were doing, and they show his little notes that he was taking like what he would like scribble down, like, you know what I think we need to do. And he talked about some of the songs that he thought should be done differently. Like he not the real thing, Epic. He felt like the vocals needed to go in line with the actual dun 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 instead of a kind of a like a soulful like roll was you want it all. You know how he does that?
Yeah.
And Mike Patton was like, that's how I'm going to sing it. He was like, why don't you just, because
he wasn't hitting the note. He was
he was a flat. He was a little flat, but that's
the
the way you sing soulful like that. You go flat and then you work you kind of work your chop up. And that's the way Mike sings everything. And a lot of soul singers and a lot of R&B singers sing like that too. They'll roll their voice. But he was hearing it flat and it was stopping him down. He was like, "Hey, Mike, why don't you just sing you want it all, but you can't have it." Yeah. And if you think about it, that would have killed the song. Yeah. Like, I'm so glad Mike Patton was like, "No, that's not what I'm doing there."
He was like, I was trying to get a pop way into it because he was big on pop music. So he's like, I wanted to be a little more poppy.
Yeah.
And so that's why he's trying to get him to sing that way. And it was,
it
was weird. So this Gibson channel.
Wait, time out before we move on to the rest of the cool shit that's on that Gibson channel, because that Gibson channel is awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to throw it out there. It's Gibson TV.
All right, favorite track on that album?
Oh, on the real thing?
Mm-hmm.
God, that's like a mix.
Moves around.
Huh?
I've got two.
I've got two, and they swap back and forth all the time.
It's a mix between Zombie Eaters and
Zombie Eaters is really good, but that's not one.
Shit, probably Falling to Pieces.
Zombie number one
because I love the bass line.
Mine's Real Thing and Surprise You're Dead. Those are the
mine's Real Thing, and I did not love Real Thing until we played it at for the Halloween show.
Oh yeah,
when we did the Faith No More show and covered it, and I learned it and was like, this song is so much fun. And when you're not just driving around listening to it, but when you're really listening to it, to find everything and to be going through it, and then you, like he said, the lyrics in it are fucking insane. They're beautiful. They're about everything that's going on right now. So the Real Thing, and then Zombie Eaters. I love Zombie
Eaters. Good.
Yeah.
And
who was it that covered it? That did a badass job of it?
El Nino.
El Nino.
Did they? I didn't know that.
El Nino did it. It
saw them at BFD in 2002.
We saw
they
them
did it then,
didn't
they?
Did they? I
think
don't
that's
remember.
when they did it.
They did it when we saw them. Right? They opened for.
I don't think they did because we were wanting them to.
Did they open for Ministry? Or they opened for
Down.
It was Down. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to this Gibson TV, and there's a collection. We talked about this in the past. They have a whole section.
The Jerry Cantrell
icons.
The Jerry Cantrell one's really good. That's when we started talking about it.
And basically, it's hour and a half, hour 15, hour and a half interviews with different guitarists or Bob Rock. But it's the way the interviews are done is you never hear the questions. Someone's asking them questions, but the questions aren't edited in. It's just the answers of the people, and it cuts to different things behind on the icons.
Oh, because the Icons was the one that Jerry Cantrell was on, right?
And you never heard a question. It's just Jerry Cantrell talking. He's filling in. Someone's asking questions. They just let the questions out as he's talking through things. So after I watched the Faith No More thing, and then another Faith No More 30th anniversary of Angel Dust came up that was fan made that I told you is kind of weak.
But that's not what you're talking about. That there's something that's like an hour and a half that's being made for Angel Dust, right?
4 hours.
4 hours.
Like what I just saw. So anyway.
That's not a fan-made one, though.
I don't know. I just saw that there's a 4-hour one.
That's longer than the Get Back documentary.
So then the next icon that I made it halfway through before I was like, I got to go to bed because I got to get up early, is Noel Gallagher from Oasis.
Oh, shit.
And it's fucking good, too.
I was
like,
one.
All right, let's see what's going on
I've watched that one.
Yeah.
It is good.
And I was like, this is... Because I didn't know he was in a touring band before Oasis when he was a kid.
I didn't know
that his
either.
brother wasn't in. He talks about it like when Oasis started taking off. He's like, he's like, it's kind of weird being the guy that was like, I've already done all this. I've already been here. I've already toured the world twice. I've already been.
Was
here,
it with Stone Roses? Did he play with Stone Roses?
No, he was a big fan of the Stone Roses. It was some. I can't remember.
He mentioned Stone Roses in the.
Yeah.
Let me put you in
They're
the
the
picture.
second best
Let me
band
show
from
you what I
Manchester.
mean.
Stone Roses.
Really?
That's what he says because he's being
jerk.
Oh, facetious.
Yeah,
he's being himself.
Yeah, that Oasis is the best band from Manchester, and Stone Roses are second.
I just never went hardcore
Josh got to meet
into
him.
Oasis. I love So Sally Can't
There's some
Wait.
good
I love that
stuff
song.
in
There
there.
is some
Don't
good
look
stuff.
back in anger. Yeah.
I bet if I went back and listened to all their stuff now, I'd be like, this was a good band.
There's some might say is fucking awesome. I love that song, "Live Forever," because that's the one he talks about in the interview.
Live Forever too, yeah.
Is the one
Yeah,
that
that was their first big hit over here.
is
was
that
Live
it
Forever.
bounced around his head forever, like like as he was touring with these other bands and stuff, and he had that song, and it wasn't until in Oasis, him and the drummer were dicking around during sound checks. The drummer was just doing like the way the song starts with the drums. And then he would start playing, and he's like, holy shit, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And then that song is what broke him out in the U.S. What was he in? It doesn't even show here. So it must not even have been a band that was worth noting. Mentioning. But they toured the world twice, so I don't know. Anyway.
Okay.
So, if you are a music nerd and want to see cool music shit, there's another icon that I got to watch that's Rex Brown again. I could care less about Dave Mustaine unless it's...
Why are you down on Dave, man?
He hates Jews.
He's probably just messing with you, man.
He's not messy.
He was the first person that trolled Kurt Cobain after he died, though. Famous.
He did troll him.
He's a
on
dick.
on live TV
He's a
too, didn't
fucking
he? Wasn't it live
dick,
TV?
and he's not that great.
I don't know, man. You're talking crazy now.
Tell me,
there is some great Megadeth music out
like Hangar 18. That's it.
Well,
Countdown to Extinction was a solid
Countdown to
album.
Extinction is pretty solid.
Countdown to Extinction is horrible.
No, it's not.
Go back and listen to it. It does
It
not
doesn't
hold
hold
up. It's not good. Hello, me. Meet the real me.
You just don't like
Hey,
it because we make fun of that.
That
all
song
the
is the reason why the drink Blacktooth Grin exists. You can't deny
No,
that.
it's not.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it
not.
is.
Blacktooth
John
was
Wayne.
around way
Yeah,
before that.
It's called a John Wayne, and then
Dave Mustaine said that Dimebag named that drink after
Because
his
Dave
lyric in
Mustaine is
Sweating
full
Bullets.
of shit.
yeah,
That's the problem.
You think he's a liar?
A liar?
By far.
A liar?
That guy's a...
What do you call it? What do they call them? The liars that can't stop lying?
Oh, compulsive?
Compulsive liars?
Countdown to Extinction came out in 92.
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Cowboys from Hell came out in...
90.
And Blacktooth was around when Cowboys from Hell was coming around.
But the shot was a John Wayne.
Yeah.
Like it's not something that Dime just was like, you know
No.
what?
They just changed it into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was capitalizing on their idea.
He capitalized on a lot of people's
I'm
deaths,
still
if
waiting.
you think about it.
Hangar 18.
Maybe you are onto something about Dave. He is a shit person.
He's shit. He just talks shit about everybody. I'm glad he was kicked out of Metallica.
Took the bus home, huh?
Took the bus home. But, you know.
That's how we're going to kick you out of the show, Matt. We're going to be up in New
Somewhere
York
and just
doing
kick
some
you out.
cool show. Like, get out. Here's your bus ticket. I'm going to wake you up.
What's another good...
Elvis non-rifle.
Okay, let's see. Let's break down. Here's the top
Smart
6 they
ass.
show. And you tell me which ones are good. And I'll tell you you're stupid. Symphony of Destruction.
Great.
No, it's not.
I love that song.
Come on.
You just don't like that one part.
You take it mortal, man.
Dun, 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 dun. That song wasn't good until Trent Reznor remixed it.
You cannot say he's not a good guitar player. You don't think he's guitar playing either?
Marty Freeman was the guitar player that made all the cool shit happen. And
Dave-
Dave kicked him out because he was jealous.
Have you ever listened to all the Metallica songs sung by Dave?
Yeah.
From
Didn't
Kill
hold
'Em
up.
All?
They're
Or-
better with Jason Newsted singing them. But okay.
Yeah.
Angry Again. Angry Again.
Don't hate it.
again.
Yeah, that one's cheese.
So you can jam that one?
Angry Again? Yes, I can.
That one was on
I
the
can jam.
soundtrack, right? With
Last Action Hero. Yeah.
The Cool Alice
What the
Chainsaw.
hell
Was
have
it?
I? Yeah.
Okay.
I
What
thought
the
it was
hell
on
have
one of the
I?
albums.
You have to kill one. Angry
No,
Again
Angry
or
Again-
What the hell
Angry
have I?
Again
Angry
gets killed,
Again gets-
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Killed.
Yeah. I didn't say it was
Gets
Jerry
mega-
Cantrell.
mega killed.
I just liked the band. I thought they were cool.
Sweating Bullets?
Sweating bullets.
Okay, the vocals don't hold up.
Hello, me. Meet the real me.
Peace Sells.
Great album.
No,
Or
that's a great song.
great song.
That's a cool
Yeah.
song. I like Peace Sells.
What album is that one on?
On Peace Sells.
He sells what
Peace
is
Sells.
buying.
That whole album's pretty decent. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, that's probably the best album, right?
You got the MTV.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That opening bass.
Yeah,
Oh,
line,
that
yeah.
is where it came from.
MTV
wasn't it?
News, yeah.
A Tout Le Monde.
At Tout Le Monde.
I like that song.
That's why I'm going to post
Yeah, I did
whenever
like
Dave
that song.
dies. At Tout Le Monde.
What do you think the most overrated thrash band?
Megadeth.
Do you think Megadeth takes it?
What
about you, Thomas?
What about Slayer? Way
Do you-
cool. Or Anthrax. Anthrax kind of.
Are you off on Anthrax too?
Who's worse, Anthrax or Megadeth? One of them has to die. Megadeth's over here. Anthrax.
Megadeth has to go on that one.
You-
Anthrax is a better.
Yeah,
I like Anthrax better.
I would pick Anthrax too because
Yeah.
Okay. Exodus.
You're
and
gonna have
Megadeth.
an angry drummer from King Diamond over here real quick if you keep talking.
I'll
this
tell
shit.
him.
Wait, Exodus and who? Who'd you say?
Exodus.
Exodus
Or who?
Megadeth.
Megadeth's got to go. Exodus is better.
Megadeth has got to go. Yeah.
See, y'all have
I mean-
killed Megadeth in all these.
I'm just saying that they're not
All
shit.
right, here, let's make it. Let's make it
I mean,
easy.
Kirk Hammett played for Exodus before Metallica.
Megadeth or Disturbed.
But Disturbed. It's gotta go.
I'll just make sure.
Is that what you compare them to though? You're like, is Megadeth?
I'm trying to find where the line is to where we finally save Megadeth.
I'm trying to find out how bad you hate Megadeth.
I would keep them over
Okay.
Nickelback.
Megadeth.
What about
Megadeth? Metallica.
What about
Who's
Adler
dying?
playing with them? You don't like listening to Adler play their tunes? The cat from
Guns N' Roses?
no,
Well, you said Adler. I thought you meant Steven
Yes,
Adler.
that's what I thought too.
no, I'm talking about from Lamb of God.
Oh.
Is he touring with them?
He was a couple of years ago.
I don't know. The thing is, the core band that was badass, Dave all pushed away because he's an asshole.
He's pushed them all away.
All of them. The entire. He's the only
I
thing.
think
of
I'm pretty
Megadeth.
sure that it's
He
been
is.
established that Dave Mustaine is an asshole, but it doesn't mean his band's terrible.
And he's a crybaby.
And every band has an asshole in it.
True.
Who was the asshole in Steadfast?
Me.
Johnson.
Thank you. Thank you, Thomas.
That was quick. That was. He didn't even think about that.
I love
one.
you. I love you, Thomas.
I
I appreciate that. What about I Was Once Eaten? Who was the asshole?
Me.
Dustin. Everybody knows that one. He took pride in that shit.
Oh shit.
The breast concert benefit show.
I was there.
Dave Mustaine is the only member in the band right now. You have
That's
James
original.
Lomenzo on bass, Dirk Verberin on drums,
guys.
and Timu.
play
He had to
basketball?
go. He had to go get a guy from Timu named Timu to play guitars and backing vocals.
What is he?
Timu Matsusara.
This is funny. I did not know you had
me
this
what's this
hatred for Megadeth or Dave Mustaine, I should say.
This guy's from Winter Sun and SmackDown and Megadeth. You should see the list of former members.
I'm sure it's long. I'm not saying that he's a good guy. I'm just saying that his riffs, because he writes riffs too. He's a good musician.
There were so many members, former members of Megadeth, that they had to do a different wiki page.
Yep.
It's a double page.
I've seen that shit before too.
Yeah, Adler's out. He played till 2016.
And then he couldn't. I wonder what he's doing now.
Yeah, and we know why Dave
And
Elvis.
you know who else was in there? Broderick.
Well, we all know why Dave Elvis isn't their bassist
Chris
anymore,
Broderick
right?
owes me money.
Really?
Well, I mean, from them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, most overrated band of that era.
Of that era?
Yeah, that late 80s, 90s thrash, heavy metal.
No, geez. Specifically thrash, not glam.
Oh, that's
It's hard
another.
to
No,
say.
not glam. Let's keep it thrash.
Yeah.
You're saying Megadeth? Is that what you sticking with that?
Oh, overrated.
Fear Factory.
No, Fear Factory.
Overrated.
Fear Factory wasn't really thrash, so they're more.
They
metal
start off as
industrial.
industrial.
What's the
More
other
industrial.
one too that's got Matt? What's
Extreme.
his,
Extreme. Well, I don't know what.
you said?
I wouldn't
Extreme
say
was really-
they're.
Didn't you watch Extreme?
I wouldn't
recently?
say they were
Yeah, they're
thrash.
great.
I would. I mean, they
No,
weren't.
I'm trying to think.
They
if
weren't
who
like
was
full on
overrated.
glam, but their sound was closer to it.
Trickster.
Trickster, they
Trickster
were
wasn't
glam.
thrash.
They're glam.
What do you think the most overrated metal band is? Period. It's got to be Nickelback, right?
No.
That's the one that's most overrated.
Yeah.
Or does everybody just think they suck at this point?
No.
Linkin Park. Oh, I got a Linkin Park update.
Oh shit!
I heard something.
What about the downgraded their venues? And
Dude,
we already talked about that.
I went outside a couple nights ago to my garage where I go to think sometimes.
And spank.
Usually,
Testament.
I listen to. There was Testament's not bad.
No opinion.
This is gonna come to blows if we keep this up. All right,
all night.
But I heard what I think. I usually listen to talk radio outside of my garage.
Yeah.
But they were doing the whole Trump and all that, and I was sick of listening to that dumb shit, and so I put it on the Eagle.
Oh no!
And I heard a new Linkin Park song.
With their female
I
vocalist?
didn't think that you could get worse than Chester and that era of Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Have you heard it?
No.
Dustin, have you taken a listen yet?
No, I don't listen to that shit anymore. I prefer to. I have my time on this earth is limited now.
To not waste your ears.
I don't want to put shit into my ears.
That's a good one to go out on. Let's go, guys. I love that theory too, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to listen to stuff anymore that's not good for my ears.
No, I wanted to throw something out there.
Yeah, I have a plug too after you're done.
These aren't. Did you know Lords of Acid are on tour and they're coming to?
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know they're still around.
From KMFDM, they're coming to Granada.
Lords of Acid has come here before during our show.
Yeah. Did you know Suicidal Tendencies are coming?
Yeah, you see the bill?
I heard that too.
With Ben.
Yeah. Do you see the rest
Who
of
else is on the bill?
I think it's oh gosh, Metallica and Pantera.
No.
I think so.
This is their show at the Granada. Suicidal Tendencies are coming to the
You're
Granada
right.
on June 15th. I don't think that's right.
We just almost started a riot, didn't we?
Good God.
What? Damn.
No, but I thought they were still doing that. They're doing another leg of this.
They are. It's down in Houston.
Oh, okay.
And they did the other night.
Is that
a friend of the show went to the show in Nashville last weekend or this past weekend
and
said it was on. And Suicidal was great.
I have a feeling that Tara's about to put out an album, and that's the one thing I said they should not do.
Well, they've all been working on the Down record, this new Down record. And they're really proud of it. It's Phil and Rex, and then everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Zach's not playing with it, right?
No, I don't think he's on Down.
Probably Bobby, that we played with.
Yeah.
At Broncos.
Right here in this room.
No, Bobby, he never came in here, did he? We ever have Honky in here?
Did we? Have we?
I don't think so.
I don't think we have.
We hung out with him up in
hang
Rubber
out
Gloves.
with them all the time and
up at
Broncos
and
and
Rubber Gloves.
Yeah, I remember seeing him at Broncos a few times.
But then the other
Is he
big
playing
show,
guitar this tour, or are they bringing in what's his face? Oh, Crowbar dude.
I don't know. But out of the same camp, weirdly related to everything we're talking about, October 11th at Southside Ballroom, Mudvayne.
I'm in.
Boom, boom,
It's the 25th anniversary of LD50.
Are they going to play the whole album? They've got
probably.
I fucking hope so. Man.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
Play Live Forever. I'm in.
Last Mudvayne show, I didn't get invited to,
that
Thomas.
Forever.
You were out of town.
I wasn't either, so don't feel too bad.
I'm bitter about this.
You were. Don't go Don't go to Cabo or wherever you were.
Oh, is that when I was in Cabo?
Yeah, trying to meet up with Sammy Hagar. Yeah, doesn't he live there?
Not anymore.
All right.
Or have a place there?
And my final plug for tonight, now that we're doing the show,
Plug
is May 23rd at the Cicada. JJTM presents the night of King Honeybee and Temporal Distortions and The Spectacle.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be our record release party show thing.
Oh,
I don't
cool.
know. We're all over the place. We just got to get together and practice at some point. I haven't seen those guys in 3 months.
3 months it's been since you rehearsed?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, damn, you better get your chops up, dude.
No, we've been writing. So it actually has been about 2 months since we practiced because we've been writing and recording in here.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes.
Heck yeah.
And I got one thing I want to plug.
Plug it.
Your mom?
No.
Your sister's
Don't.
box?
God damn it! I knew you were gonna fucking say that. No. My puppet alter ego Skip Redstone on my YouTube channel, Shipped in a Box, Season 2, Episode 3 is now available, and it dropped on Friday.
Have you?
Sweet.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't remember.
About Skipper, Shipped in a Box.
Has your sister ever seen Skip?
Oh, no. Please, Lord, don't let this happen right now.
Yes, Susie. Shipped in a Box.
Yep. Shipped in a box.
Yep.
You
Just
sent
look
it
up
to us
Skip
earlier.
Redstone, all one word, on YouTube. You'll see it.
I'm going to watch it tomorrow as I'm getting the noose ready to hang myself.
I'm going to start
it's only 6 minutes long.
I'm going to start a Redstone cover band, and it's called, I'm going to have your sister playing it, and it's going to be called Clippings in a Box.
God damn it. Oh, man.
And on that terrible note, the show has come to
What
an
a terrible
end.
joke. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't
Thank
been
you, everyone,
feeling
for
good.
tuning in tonight. And
Morning,
good
ladies.
night.
Red pants.
That's what I said to your sister.
Shit. All right.
Jeez.
I'm shutting this shit down.
Okay.
Night, everyone in the chat.
Later.
See you, Susie, and yep.
I can't believe you brought that memory back.